Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is part 1 of our story. If you like this what if story and want to see part 2, let me know in the comments below. Before we start, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Also, check the description for more great content and my playlist. This story was posted by 1DSRK234 on Wattpad. Now let's start. Narrator POV. On a sunny morning, there are two children who is Izuku and Izumi are waking up their parents to go to the quirk doctor. Izuku/Izumi, Mom, Dad, let's go to the quirk doctor. While jumping in their bed, it's the day for Izuku and Izumi to go to the quirk doctor. They were immediately excited to wake up his parents. Izuku/Izumi, Mom, Dad, let's go to the quirk doctor. We can't wait for our quirk Inko. Giggles. Come on, kids. Take a shower and don't forget to have breakfast. After the two of them were ready to go to the quirk doctor, Inko told the two children to get into the car and leave immediately with him. Time skip 30 minutes later. Arriving there, Izuku and Izumi waited in the waiting room with their mother. Izuku, hey Izumi, what will happen if we don't have quirks and can't be heroes? Izumi, don't worry Izuku, we both will definitely get a quirk. Izuku, but will you promise to take care of each other if one of us is quirkless? Izumi, smiling, of course I will protect you Onyai-chan. Izuku, thank you sis. Smiling back. A few moments later, they were called by the doctor for their quirk examination. Doctor, the Yagis please, your results are in. Inko, waving to the kids. Come on kids. Izuku/Izumi, yay. When they entered the doctor's room, the two children were very happy with what quirk they would have. Doctor, well, Ms. Yagi, your daughter has a telekinesis quirk that can lift anything with a maximum weight of 50 kg. If she always training, she could reach 400 kg. But the drawback is that if she trying to lift anything more than 5 things, her quirk for only works for 30 seconds. Inko, you hear that Izumi? You can become a hero. Izumi, yay. Izuku, congratulations sis. Inko, but what about my son? Doctor, well, I'm sorry your son is quirkless. Inko, okay then thank you doctor. In the way home, Izuku was very sad because he didn't have a quirk. But that won't stop him from becoming a hero. Izuku, with a sad tone, hey Izumi. Yes, Onyai-chan. Izuku, do you still loves me when I'm quirkless? Izumi, happy of course I do, I promise you Onyai-chan I will protect you. Izuku, smiles a little. Thank you sis. When they arrived home, Izuku was happy because his sister's still going to protect him. Toshinori, so what is the result? Inko, well Izumi has a telekinesis quirk. Toshinori, smiles, that is good, but what about Izuku? Inko, well, he's quirkless. Toshinori, it doesn't matter, let's celebrate Izumi's quirk. Izuku, voice cracks, but what about me dad? Toshinori, I don't have time for you. Izuku, tearing up mom. Inko, I'm sorry Izuku, I need to focus on Izumi. At that moment, Izuku's parents began to forget him and pay more attention to Izumi, but not for Izuku. Time skip. Tomorrow in the morning, Izuku doesn't get a little attention from his parents. They are too happy with Izumi until Izumi invites Izuku to play in the park with her friends Todoroki twins and Bakugo twins. Time skip. In the park, Izumi, hey guys. Katsumi, hey Izumi, where is Iken? Izumi, well, he is right over there, pointing to Izuku that playing in the swing. Shoka, why did he look so sad? Izumi, because he is quirkless. Shoto, but what about you? Izumi, I have a telekinesis quirk that can lift anything. Katsumi, that's cool, we can be heroes together. All kids minus Izuku, yes that's what I'm talking about. Izumi, but, guys, what about Izuku? Katsuki, I have an idea, why don't we use our quirk on him? So he was scared of quirks and giving up became a hero. Katsumi, are you insane? I love that guy, you can't hurt him. Katsuki, think about it sis. What happened to you when the man you love the most is gone because of villain attack? Shoto, I agree with him, we better prevent it before it happens. Izumi, okay fine, but remember it's for his protection. That was the moment when Izumi agreed to Bakugo's stupid idea, only to protect his brother from death caused by the villains. Izumi, hey Izuku, do you still want to be a hero, right? Izuku, more than any. Izuku's words were cut off by the explosion given by the Bakugo twins. Katsuki, listen here Deku, you will never be a hero without a quirk. Katsumi, what will you get is that you will die becoming a hero. Shoto, so just give up being a hero. Izuku, grunts, why are you guys doing this? Izumi, using her quirk to slam Izuku into a tree. You better give up to be a hero. Deku, Izuku, looks at her sister with teary eyes. Why? I thought you will protect me. Izumi, I don't need to protect a worthless Deku. After that, Izumi and her friends beat Izuku until battered and leave him there by himself until a girl come to him. Hey, are you okay? Yeah, you look horrible, Izuku. Try my best to stand up, huh? Are you okay? Izuku, yeah, I'm good, stand up. You don't look good, we should get help, Izuku, what do you care? Look, we saw what your sister and friends did to you, Izuku. Oh yeah, they beat me up because I want to be a hero. The girls were surprised because his own sister beating her own brother for wanting to be a hero. Well, that's unexpected. We should tell your parents, Izuku. Thanks for the advice, but I don't need it. Hey wait, I don't have your name yet, Izuku. Oh right, I'm Izuku Yagi, smiles Ochako. I'm Ochako Uraraka and this blonde girl is Kami Udashimi Kami. Hi, nice to meet you, Izuku. Smiles, nice to meet you girls, Ochako. Can you tell us how could this happen to you? Izuku, well, my sister asked me if I still wanted to be a hero, then I said yeah. So that's where they beating me up and tell me I can't be a hero, Ochako. Teary eyes, I'm sorry for what happened to you, hugs him on the left, Kami. Teary eyes, yeah, I never had that in mind, hugs him on the right, Izuku. Crying a little, why are girls so care to me? Both, smiles, because that what heroes do. Izuku is happy because he has 2 new friends who accept him. While he is quirkless narrator POV for 10 years straight, Izuku's life was miserable. He had to do whatever it takes to survive. Cook his own food, treat his burns, and his stab wounds. And he is still getting a little attention by his grandfather Gran Trino, grandmother Recovery Girl, uncles Nizu, Aizawa, Enji, Masaru, his aunts Mitsuki, Rei, Nemuri, Yu, and his older brother Tuya, Natsuo, Fuyumi, and his secret friend Ochako and Kami. He also trains himself such as 100 push-ups, 100 sit UPS, 100 pull UPS, and 2 kilometers runs, and martial arts without stopping every mornings, days, afternoons, and nights. And also he learned how to hack a system, studied electrical circuits and cybernetics. And now Izuku can lift 100 kilograms, secretly steal money in All Might's bank account without getting noticed, and always take notes for hero analysis. Aldra Junior High. Now Izuku is in class with his brother and friends. The teacher comes in with a pile of papers. Teacher, alright kids, you are in 3rd grade, but I think you should have thought of a plan for college. It makes all the students complain. Teacher, I'm just kidding, you all want to be heroes, I know it. So cheer up cheerfully. At that moment all the students used their own quirks to cheer cheerfully. Then Katsuki stood at his desk and said that he and his squad would be heroes number 1 and surpassed All Might. Then that stupid teacher smirked at Izuku. Teacher, smirk, so, Izuku, don't you also want to go to UA University? Hide smirk. Izuku, calm, yeah, so what? At that time all the students in the class laughed at Izuku because of him. The quirkless Deku also wanted to go to UA University. 1. Oh please, this Deku can't even protect himself. 3 rupees. Yeah, like the last time Bakugo punched him in the face. Izuku, lazy tone, said the person whose house was robbed 2 days ago. Everyone was very surprised at what he said. This is the first time they saw Izuku turn things around and make 3 rupees. Speechless. Katsuki, Deku, how dare you heading to UA University, you just a useless Deku. Katsumi slams into Izuku's desk with explosion. Beach, please Deku, just give up being a hero. Izumi, yeah Deku. You are never going to be a hero. Shoto, UA will never accepted someone like you, Deku. Shoka, what makes you think you are going to be a hero, Deku? Everyone roasts Izuku, until Izuku asks them back. Izuku, calm, and what makes you think that you all going to be a dinin hero? Silence. Izuku, all I see here just a bully and abuser, but guess what, do you think that your quirks can save you? 2 rupees, yeah, can save us 4 rupees. More than you, a quirkless loser. Izuku, then tell me, what is a small thing that can kill you all in a long distance without any second thought? The students are silent and shaking in fear. Izuku, silence, yeah, the answer is a bullet. A bullet is a small little thing that can kill you without a second thought. Stand up, I can kill any of you assholes. Izumi, shaking in fear, but pretend to be brave. What makes you think you can kill us? Deku, Shoto, we all have quirks but you don't have any. Izuku, guess who has notes on quirks? It was me. I know your quirks works and how the way you think. That means I know how to kill. All leaves the house. Teacher, Izuku Yagi, get back to your seat or I will suspend you. Izuku, mannequin look go ahead, I don't give a demon about any of you assholes leaving the class. Izumi. Why is he suddenly acting like this? Arg. I'll find out later with Izuku on the way home. Izuku saw a group of 3 people cornering a girl with a spiky ponytail. Thug 1. Come oh sweetie, let's have some fun. Thug 3. Yeah, we promise we'll be gentle. Ponytail girl. Please, just leave me alone. When the third thug about to touch her shoulders, Izuku rushed to the guy and kicks the thugs right in the face. Izuku, she said, no. Thug 3. Wipes BLD from nose. Who the hell is this kid? Get him. When the second thug about to grab Izuku's hair, he turned towards that person and punching his nuts and make him scream in pain, holding his nuts. Thug 1. What the grab knife pocket? This ends now kid. Then the first thug about to stab Izuku from behind, he round kicks him in the head, knocking him out. When 2 of the thugs are down, Izuku looking at the third thug with a gaze that could kill him. Thug 3. F it, I'm out of here, running away. Izuku then grabs 1 brick and throw it to the thug's head, knocking him out. And then Izuku approached the girl asking if she is okay. Izuku, you okay? Ponytail girl, hugs him. Yeah, thank you for saving me. Izuku, blushed. Okay then, clears throat. So what's your name by the way? Momo, breaks hug. Oh sorry about that. Momo Yayarozu. Izuku, Izuku Yagi, pleasure to meet you. So if I may know, why did you get surrounded like that? Momo, well I was on my way home, then this guys came and I'm sure they about to do things. Izuku, smiles brightly, well I'm glad you're okay. Come on, I'll see you home. Momo, blushed. Oh thank you Izuku. Oh god, please let him be my future husband. Time skip. Yayarozu household. Izuku, this is it, home sweet home. Momo, thank you so much Izuku. I hope we can meet again. Give her number and winks. Izuku, blush. W. Well you're welcome, I need to get home now. Momo, it's okay, whisper call me, runs to her house. Izuku, alright it's time to go home. Narrator POV. Afternoon. On his way home, Izuku passed under a bridge and suddenly he was attacked by a sludge that looked like a human and used Izuku as his new body. And then All Might and Magnetic helped him with his Texas Smash and put the monster in a jar. After Izuku was saved, Izuku wanted to ask All Might about something. Izuku, All Might, wait. I need to ask you something. All Might. Well of course young Izuku Yagi, Izuku Yagi. All Might. Well of course young Yagi, what are you going to ask? Izuku, Sir All Might. Can a quirkless kid be a hero like you? All Might, god damn it Izu, I can give you one for all. But you are too weak for it and I can't put you at risk. Magnetic, damn it Izuku, I told you to stop dreaming to be a hero. All Might, clears throat. I'm so sorry young Yagi, you can't be a hero without a quirk, it's very dangerous and deadly. Dream more realistically, like being a policeman or a firefighter. Magnetic, he is right young Yagi, dream more realistic, you can't be a hero without a quirk. I'm sorry Izuku, this is for your own good. All Might, we should get going. Magnetic jumps away. Magnetic, of course, wait up, flies after him. The 2 of them left, leaving Izuku alone, and then he decided to go home, with disappointment to All Might and Magnetic. On the way he passed an alley and suddenly a green aura shone on his body. Izuku, gee, here we go. Aga. Izuku was thrown into the alley by his own sister, and there were already the Bakugo twins and the Todoroki twins, who are ready to beat him with their own quirk. Izumi, so Deku, what did you told us about back then? Katsuki, let's teach him some lesson guys. / don't hurt him. Izuku's POV. When they were about to attack me, I heard screams by Ochako and Kami, who ran towards me and tried to help me but were intercepted by Shoka and Katsumi. Izumi, hold those slots back. Ochako, why are you doing this? Is your brother? Kami, you better let us go now before boom. I heard an explosion and Kami scream in pain as I saw Katsumi blow an explosion to Kami and Ochako. Katsumi, listen you beaches, Izuku need to be punished for what he's done to us. Shoka, and you beaches can't interfere. Izumi, freeze them. Shoka. When Shoka freezes Oka and Kami's legs, Katsuki and Shoto beat me into a bloody pulp. Then I caught Shoto's punch and immediately punched him in the face until he fell down in pain. Katsuki, when he was about to use his quirk on me, I grabbed his arm and break his elbow in the opposite direction until he screamed in pain and made him fall off balance. And then their sisters came to their brothers. When I rushed to Oken and Kami, I was lifted by my Fing sister's quirk. Izumi, who do you think you are beating, my friends? Izuku, big deal, They started IA. Narrator POV. Izuku hadn't finished speaking. He was thrown into a pile of trash. What they didn't know was that there was a shard of glass that sliced his lips to his ears. It was bleeding and didn't use the red hood suit. Izuku, holding his bleeding face, happy now. Izumi smirks more than ever. Let's go, you guys. Leaving the Izu squad, Izumi looks back at his brother. Hey Deku, there might be a way to earn a quirk. Izuku, still holding his bleeding face with a fake smile. Yeah. Izumi smirks. Take a swan dive from a building and pray for a quirk in your next life. Laugh like a psychopath with her squad and leaving Izuku. I thing knew it, she wants me dead. Thanks for the advice. Beach. Izuku approached Ochako and Kami, then hugged them both, who were crying. Izuku, it's okay girls, I'm fine. Ochako cries harder. How could you say that? Kami cries harder. While we saw you being tortured. Izuku, still holding his bleeding face, well, at least you girls are okay. Ochako wipes tear. No, we are not okay. Kami, sob, your face is bleeding. Pulls out bandage. Ochako, put this on Izu, it might stop the bleeding. Kami holds still, pouring some alcohol to a towel. Ochako and Kami are using their best to help cleaning the wound on Izuku's face. Izuku, girls, thank you for everything. Ochako hugs him. Izu, you are our only friend we have that care about us. Kami hugs him. You are also nice to our parents. Izuku smiles. You know, I hope that we can always be together forever with our children's. When Izuku says that, the girls started to blush as red as tomato. Kami blush. Izu baka. Ochako blush. I hope you do that. Zuzu. Izuku, yeah, I should get back home. Ochako hugs him. Be careful. Zuzu. Kami hugs him and please avoid them. Izuku hugs the girls. I always ready for it. The three of them did a group hug and split up to go home. On the way home, Izuku saw that Izumi and her squad were passing a shortcut to go home. Izuku, SHT, they are right there. Stays back. Izuku also decided to keep his distance from them. While on the way home, Izuku saw All Might and Magnetic landed behind Izumi's squad. Izuku decided to hide behind the ally to eavesdrop on their conversation and prepared his phone to record something. Izuku starts recording. Why would All Might and Magnetic wanted to see those F-airs? With Izumi. All Might, haha, hello kids. Izumi's squad, holy SHD/OMG, it's All Might and Magnetic. All Might, well, isn't this Izumi? And Blair became skinny. Izumi's squad, Dad/Emma, Yagi. Magnetic, well, you don't have to do that. Honey takes her mask off. Izumi's squad, IM/MS, Inko. Toshinori, well, Izumi explain OFA and AFO, and that is why I choose you. Izumi Yagi, my daughter, Bakugo Katsuki, Shoto Todoroki to be my successor. Izumi, wait, if you can transfer quirks, why don't you give him to Da Izuku? Toshinori, because he don't have the will to be a hero and he will be useless. Izumi, finally I can protect Onii-chan better than before. Okay Dad, I will accept. Toshinori, and for you too. Looks to Katsuki and Shoto, you both are more of a son to me. Katsuki/Shoto, thank you Dad/Sir. Toshinori buffed into All Might. Now take a strand of his hairs, eat this. Izumi's squad, Izumi, wait, Mom, I need to tell you something. Inko, what is it? Izumi, hides smirk. Izuku attacked us. Inko/All Might, what? Inko, what happened? Katsuki, he broke my arm. Now you're dead. Deku. Shoto, he punched me in the face. You are doomed. Deku. Inko, well, he will be in trouble when he gets home. What did you did to my babies? Izuku, back with Izuku. Narrator POV. Izuku, that, but he consider them both as his son and give them one for all. Izuku, oh, that beach framed me. Stops recording. Izuku decide to run as fast as he can to head home. When Izuku arrived there, he was lucky that there is no one here. Izuku, thank God, no one is here. Izuku packed all his stuff, like clothes and their money, to survive. Izuku, everything was packed. Time to get out of this hell. Izuku used his red hoodie to cover himself and using his gym bag to run out of here. But before that, he wrote message to the Demon Yagis, his uncles, his aunties and his grandparents, that he never loved the Yagis since Izuku was 5. His Fing parents neglected him for 10 years straight, and their Fing beach of a daughter and her Fing friends bullied him and used their quirks on him. That is the point of his message to them. Izuku, time to get out from this hell. Narrator POV. Izuku is now running towards the beach of Takoba Municipal Beach Park. This beach used to be very appealing, but now it's like a garbage dump. Izuku feels it doesn't matter. He decides to spend the night there and thinking, should I do the advice? Then Izuku was approached by someone neatly dressed like an office person with a strange helmet he was wearing. Son, are you all right? Izuku. For you. Izuku. For you. FO, you might know me as All for One Izuku. Get ready to fight. Yeah, no SHT number 1 villain AFO, but you know me as somebody else. Izuku. Why would I care? You just a villain AFO. No Izuku. I am your father. Izuku. Voice crack. W. Son, I'm your father. Scream with rage. Shut up. My father is F All Might, who neglected me for 10 years, broke my dream, and saying that my bullies are more of his son than me. AFO, sigh. Izuku, your real father's name is Hisashi Midoriya? Well, he died in a plane crash. Izuku, so what? You are going to recruit me as your new villainous project. I just want to say that you can be a hero. Izuku. Why? Crying. Why are the villain number 1 telling me that I can be a hero, but not the number 1 hero? AFO, Izuku takes off his mask. My real name is Hisashi Midoriya. Izuku, not proving it. AFO, pull a pictures from his pocket. Is this familiar to you? Izuku's word was cut by AFO, who shows a picture of him and his mother. Izuku was silent, looking at the picture. A man and a woman. The woman was familiar to him because it was his mother and a man. Izuku, who is this guy, and why is he with her? FO, Izuku, my real name is Hisashi Midoriya. I'm your real father. Izuku, crying. You said my father died at AF plane crash, and now you telling me that you are alive. Hisashi, son, listen to me. I fake my death. Izuku, lose patience. Then why did you leave me? Too rod in that place that called home for 10 years. Cries with them. Hisashi hugs his crying son. I know, son. It's because she cheats on me with all might. Izuku, Supriest. What? Hisashi, you heard me. She cheats on me because I was busy at work and don't have time on her. Izuku, that's it. Is that the DM and reason why she left you? Hisashi, yes, and the reason I left you, I thought if you are the son of the number 1 hero you will be able to stop the number 1 villain. But turns out it didn't work. Izuku, yeah, All Might and Magnetic neglected me and put much focus on Izumi and her friends. Izuku, but why a plane crash, Dad? Hisashi, let's not talk about that in here, son. Izuku, curious why? Hisashi, look at this place. Izuku shows around. It's full of garbage. It might be there is someone spying on us. Izuku, alright Dad. Hisashi, hold on my shoulder, son. Teleported. Izuku and himself. We are here. Izuku, where are we? Hisashi, the place that no one will know including you, son. Knock out his son. Hisashi made Izuku unconscious, so he wouldn't be surprised when he found out where his father usually hides. With the Yagis after All Might and Magnetic left Izumi's squad, they both felt very angry to hear what Izuku had done to their favorite children. Izumi feels very happy because she and Katsuki and Shoto got the one for all quirk, and she feels that she is getting stronger to protect the weak and the quirkless like Izuku. Then Izumi went home with her friends and wished Izuku was home. Izumi, hey guys, I really can't wait to see what will mom and dad will do to Deku. Katsuki, yeah, I really hoped that Deku will be so fed up Shoto and give up on his dreams, become a quirkless hero. Izumi, yeah, and Katsumi and Shoka will always be with Izuku forever. The two of the girls blushed for what Izumi said, and thinking about marrying and quirkless Izuku. Katsumi, blush. Yeah, me and Shoka will always be with Iken. Shoka, blush. Of course, I hope Aizu will accept us both as his wives. And they 5 arrived at the Yagi household. Izumi, hey guys, we should celebrate our new quirks. Katsuki, excited. Hell yeah, that was awesome. Shoto, excited. Agreed, come on sis, let's celebrate our new quirks. Katsumi, alright, let's go. Shoka, don't waste time then, looks to Izumi, hey Izumi, should we celebrate in your house? Izumi, of course, open door house shall we? The 5 were very excited when they didn't know is that Izuku is not at home. Izumi, enter the house. I hope he's here, so we can give him a surprise. Izumi, coming guys. Katsuki, excited. I hope that Deku is home. Holly, SHT, I can't wait to beat that Deku. Shoto looks at Katsuki, yeah, so we can show him our new quirks. Now we can make sure that Deku will never be a hero. Katsumi / Shoka, yeah, I can't wait to see how fed up that Deku. Shoka, I'm so excited. After 15 minutes past, Izumi's squad was waiting for Izuku to come down from his room and to immediately use their new quirk on Izuku. Izumi. Lose patience. Where is that DMN Deku? Shoto, probably in his own room like usual. Kasuki, the DMN nerd should have to served us now. Katsumi, hey, look at the bright side. Dumbass, he is not here. Shoka, yeah, so we can have a party without him. Izuku woke up in a room where there was only a mattress and the bag he brought to escape from home. Izuku, where the hell am I? Looks around. I'm in a room there, only this bed, and searching for his bag. Where is my bag? Izuku looked for where his bag was and he realized that his bag wasn't in the room. Izuku, 𝐒𝐮𝐦𝐬𝐵, where is it? My phone and the girl's number was in there. Izuku saw there was a door and ventured to open it. Izuku, come on, brace for anything. When Izuku opened the door, he was surprised that his father was relaxing watching news and TV. Hisashi, morning son, how's sleep? Izuku, did you really have to knock me out? Hisashi, yeah, I don't want to expose my son. Where did I usually hide from last time I fought All Might? Hisashi patted the empty sofa beside him. Sit here, son. I'm going to tell you what really happened to me when I was gone. Izuku do what his father told him and sit next to his father. Izuku, so what happened to you when you left that woman? Hisashi, let's start where I met your mom in the first time. Flashback. Third person POV. We see Hisashi in casual clothes is drinking coffee in the park while feeding the ducks in the park. And then he decide to take another walk and thinking how to take revenge on All Might. And he decide to blow another explosion in another bank in Tokyo City. But suddenly he was hit by a woman who was running, so they both fell down. Hisashi, 𝐻𝐻 saw the woman and helped her up. Are you all right? Mississippi, yes, I'm all right. Pick up the things that fell. I'm so sorry, I'm in a hurry. Hisashi, yes, no problem, you should get going now, miss, pointing to the bus that stopped. I think you are late on something. Realized, yes, I'm late for my presentation. Start to leave. I'm sorry. Bye. Hisashi, she didn't even introduce herself. Saw something in the floor. What the? Is this her phone? Saw the bus is leaving. Hisashi ran to the bus that the woman was riding, but the bus is already leaving. Hisashi, damn it. I lost it. Saw a taxi. Unless Hisashi decides to ride a taxi to follow the bus. Time skip. When Hisashi arrived at the building that the woman was working, he decided to stay outside of the building until the woman comes out. Not long after that, the woman came out with a sad face and in the cafe. And Hisashi decided to help the woman. Hisashi, approaching the woman, hello ma'am. The woman was shocked that the man that she met earlier was right beside him. Hisashi, may I sit there? Pointing to the empty seat near her, yes, you can sit here. Hisashi, thank you miss. Hisashi sits next to her. That make her blush. Hisashi, so what happened to you, miss? BS sturdy back there is using me. Hisashi, confused, well, every job everyone is being used. No, deep breath, my boss always harassing me with his client. Hisashi, shocked, oh I'm really sorry. It's nothing, I'm Inko Shimura. Hisashi, Shimura. She has a daughter. Effort maximum effort. Hisashi, so, Miss Shimura, is there anything I can help you with? Inko, oh there is nothing, and please just call me Inko-sai. Tears goes down. Hisashi, I wanted to return this. Show her flip phone. Inko, gasp, my phone anyway. They live in year 2000. So the phone is like a flip phone with a little camera in it. Inko grabbed the phone from Hisashi's hand and opens it to see the picture of her and Nana. Inko cries, I missed you mom. Hisashi realized for what he has done to a appealing woman that not just lose her job and also her beloved mother. Hisashi, well, Inko, I'm Hisashi Midoriya, the owner of Midori Industries A/N. Yes, Hisashi is rich and smart. Inko was shocked that the owner of the richest high-tech was right in front of her. Inko, it's a pleasure to meet you, sir. Hisashi, let's take a walk, shall we? Hisashi pulls Inko's hand gently that make her blush and guide her out of the cafe. Inko, so where are you taking me? Hisashi smiles, how about we eat at Kokade Gokana Restaurant? Inko, surprised, wait, that is the most expensive and luxurious restaurant in Japan. Hisashi, I know, but don't worry, I'll pay. Inko, oh my god, he is so nice to me, but why? At this moment Hisashi and Inko goes to the restaurant by taxi. Time skip. After Hisashi and Inko arrived at inside the restaurant building, Hisashi guiding Inko, here we go my lady. Inko, blush, oh stop it you. Hisashi, pull up a chair for Inko, please have a seat. Inko, giggle, thank you my man. Hisashi, blush, why? Yes my lady. Hisashi and Inko ordered a rather expensive meal as their first date. After they ate, Hisashi paid for all the food and drinks they both bought and made Inko so surprised because it was the first time she had eaten expensive food and was paid for by a man. Then Hisashi took Inko back to her apartment by taxi and didn't forget they exchanged phone numbers. Present third-person POV Hisashi, that was the most memorable thing that happened to me. That was the day I decided to stop being a bad guy and start a new life. Shed a tear. Izuku, so what happened next? Hisashi, I'll tell you next time, okay? Right now you need to eat something, son. Izuku, alright dad. Hisashi, a fried chicken or a burger? Izuku, I'll have a burger dad. After Hisashi calls some food, Izuku eats the burger voraciously. Hisashi, slow down son, you might bit your own finger. Izuku, mouthful. Sorry, glup, I never eat burgers since I haven't eaten a burger since they forgot about me and abused me. Hisashi can't imagine how his son could survive for 10 years on his own. In the afternoon, after Hisashi and Izuku finished eating, Hisashi took Izuku out for a walk. On the way, Hisashi and Izuku use a taxi to travel. The main purpose is so that Izuku can see and imagine what his father told him when his father was still with his former mother. The first place they both visited was a cafe near Tokyo City, where Hisashi will continued his past story when Hisashi was still with his ex-wife. When they arrived there, Izuku made a lot of questions. Izuku, why are we here, dad? Hisashi, Izuku, I want you to feel what I feel when I was with her. Hisashi, follow me son. Walk to the cashier. Izuku followed his father from behind and queued in front of the cashier with his father. Hisashi, I ordered a cup of black coffee and looks at his son. What do you want to order, son? Izuku, I dunno, looks at the menu. How about caramel macchiato? Waitress, alright, 1 black coffee and 1 caramel macchiato. That's 750 yen in total. A/N. I just made up the price, because I've never been to Japan. Hisashi paid and took his order and his son's order. While Hisashi was looking for where Izuku was, Hisashi saw that his son was sitting near the park next to the cafe. Hisashi calls out Izuku's name. Izuku looked where the sound was coming from and saw that his father was coming towards him. Hisashi gives his son's drink order. Here's your drink, son. Izuku takes the drink his father gave him and Hisashi sits in front of his son. Hisashi sighs. So, do you know where you sit? Izuku, confused. What? Hisashi, that is the place where I sit, and where I sit right now is your mother's. Izuku is very uncomfortable when his father always reminds him of his mother. Izuku, why her again? You know I hate her. Since Izuku's word was cut because Hisashi put his finger in his mouth to shut up. Hisashi, good, you shut up. Now please, I wanted you to listen to me because I remember very detail about it. Look, you want to be a hero, right? Izuku nods. Good, now let's start. Where few months before we marriage. Flashback. Third POV. We see Hisashi waiting at the door of Inko's apartment, who is getting ready to leave for their second date. Hisashi is very excited because he really wants to change his bad life and fix his mistakes by being with Inko. A few minutes later, Inko came out of her apartment room with Inko. Hi Hisashi, sorry took more than 20 minutes. Hisashi blushed and trying to look cool. Why, no problem, you look cute. Inko blushed. Thanks, and you look awesome too. Hisashi, why, thanks, so are you good? Inko, yeah, thanks. Inko and Hisashi dating around Tokyo City, moving from mall to mall, from shop to shop. And the one who spends the most is Inko, but Hisashi doesn't care because he really wants to fix his mistakes in the past and make a new peaceful life. Until hey Inko, they both look at the sound and someone is surprised and happy, and some is not happy at all. It was Toshinori Yagi, Small Might aka #1 hero All Might, who approaching Inko Yagi. Hey, how are you? Inko, oh hey Toshi, well I was dating with my boyfriend. Hugs Hisashi's left arm. Hisashi didn't know that they both will meet each other. But if Hisashi going to kill All Might now, everything will go sideways. Not only would he lose his new life, but he would become a huge threat in Japan again. Hisashi, start to play cool. Hi, I'm Hisashi Midoriya, it's nice to meet you. Yagi, Toshinori Yagi, nice to meet you too. Mr. Midoriya shake hands with Hisashi. Hisashi, so Inko, is this your cousin or something? Inko, no, this is my friend since junior high school until college. Hisashi, hey Inko why don't we go there points randomly just to avoid All Might? That would be awesome. Inko, oh okay babe. By Toshi leaving with Hisashi. Hearing Inko was calling Hisashi babe, he is pretty mad at it. Present day Hisashi, so yeah, That was the day where Small Might was angry at me because I steal his girl Izuku. Dad, I never thought that you would make that Small Might angry at you, until he takes your wife Hisashi. Actually, she cheats on me because I don't have time with babysitting you and your mom, and yeah, I never thought that when Hisashi said that Izuku looks into his eyes already glazed. Izuku, hey dad. Hisashi, look at Izuku, yes. Izuku, do you still love her? Hisashi, tears up, yes, I still love her. She was the one bright light who brought me out of the dark past. Sniff, I was very, very happy to see you born to this world. Izuku, sniff, I was very happy to lift the little Izuku in my own hands. Izuku can't say anything about it. He can only tears up, because the former #1 villain was a loving father. Hisashi, crying, I worked hard in Japan just to see you be the new symbol of hope. Izuku, I worked at 9 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon, just to make my family happy. Sniff. Until one day she asked me, Hisashi, it's been a year Izuku was born, maybe we should give him a brother or a sister. That question really makes my heart flutter. Tomorrow I have work out of town for a week, and then I said, I'm sorry Inko, I have work out of town for a week. And then she was silent, can't say another word. But I promise her Izuku will have a sibling. Izuku, so what happened next? Come on, you must be put something like a security camera or something like that. Hisashi, yes, I put a small camera inside the TV in the living room and your room. Izuku, wait, so you're spying on me? Hisashi, well no, but actually yes. I recorded everything what happened to you, the abuse from your former mother, your former sister and her friends. And also I recorded that those who call theirself the #1 hero and the #8 heroine is neglected their son just because he was born quirkless, and put more attention in their devilish daughter and her friends. Izuku can't help but smirk, because there is evidence for the actions of the #1 and 8 hero. And Izuku is thinking how to expose them both for their heroic actions to their quirkless son. Izuku, hell yeah dad, so when will we do it? Hisashi, be patient Izuku, it will soon, but now gets up from his seat. I need you to meet someone. Izuku and Hisashi leave the cafe and go back to where Hisashi usually hides from the public. Izuku, still washing the wound on his face. Great. Although not fully recovered, I'm still alive. Izuku stood right in front of the mirror looking at the scars he always received from the quirk attacks from his former sister, former friends, and the violence he always received from his own mother. Flashback when Izuku is 13. Izuku is walking towards grade 1. By the way, Izuku is only grade 1. Mid-first semester at Aldra Middle School he was thrown with a basketball hitting his head from behind causing him to fall forward, and he heard laughter all around him. Bakugo's friend 1. Ha 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 ha, look at how sad it is, to be a person who doesn't have any quirk at all. Bakugo's friend 3. Yes, even avoid a ball, he can't avoid it. Ha. Bakugo's friend 2. Oh good, I am curious how his parents take care of him. Surely they both cannot take care of weak people like him. Oh, don't even ask. Izuku knew whose voice it was and he even wanted to hit that person. Izumi, even my mother can't take care of people like her. All the shrill laughter was getting louder and louder in the area, and even from the bullies, I mean his childhood friends. Shoka, yes, just imagine that quirkless loser was trying to confess his love to me and Katsumi. Izuku-kun, please don't do anything stupid, we are doing this for your own good. Katsumi, yes, it's a good thing Shoka and I beat him straight away using our quirk. I beg you Iken, stay down. Shoka, and I didn't mean to hurt you that time. Katsumi's first friend. Ibububububu. Just imagine if you could end up with someone like him. Points at Izuku. Everyone even laughed again, and it was seen that Katsumi and Shoka were blushing a bit because that was marrying the quirkless Izuku, their dream. And then the school bell rang signaling for the first lesson. When Izuku was about to stand up from the floor, he was held back by Shoto and Shoka's ice. Katsuki, with his crazy smile, looks at his friend. What should we do with this DMN? Deku blows a mini explosion. Izumi, how about we add a little scratch and scatter the contents of the bag? Shoto makes sharp ice. Good idea. Izumi looks at Izuku and shares the ice with the others. Izumi and her friends take this. Deku, they came forward and scratched Izuku on the arms and legs until Shoka saw their homeroom teacher coming. Shoka, enough of you, MDM teacher has come. Goes, leaving Izuku on the floor. Izuku, please forgive me, I really want to marry you. Katsumi, teach, I also love. Shoka, leave Izuku on the floor. Hold on Iken, when we all graduate from UA and become top 5 heroes we both will marry you. Shoto, walks away leaving Izuku on the floor. I'm sorry brother, but if you stubbornly want to be a hero, you can take more torment than this Katsuki. Feel that Deku leaves Izuku on the floor. I wish I can kill him now so I can become hero. No. 1 Izumi. It's enough you guys. Looks at his own brother lying on the floor who is still trying to stand up. Stay down. Deku kicks Izuku in the stomach and leaves Izuku on the floor. Oni-chan, please just give up being a hero. I don't want to see you suffer and die. Become the first quirkless hero. When Izuku was about to enter the class, the teacher forbade him to enter because his clothes were not neat thanks to his own sister and friends and came late to class. Izuku received a punishment that was not allowed to enter the class until the second lesson. Time skip. When Izuku arrives home. When Izuku got home, he received a very warm greeting from his mother and father, namely a hand slap on the left cheek and a newspaper slap on the right cheek. Inko, Izuku. What's wrong with you? A very confused Izuku. Put. Toshinori, don't act like you're done nothing. Young man very angry. Inko, you hit your sister and your friends before lesson time starts, right? Surprised Izuku, I didn't do anything. After Izuku spoke a little, he got a slap on the right cheek by Inko. Inko, Izumi, please get out dear. Izuku was so surprised to see Izumi with a fake swollen right eye wound and he knew what would happen next. Izumi, Izuku punch me. Fake sobbing in the eye. Mom, I'm so scared with him now. Inko, come here baby. Izumi runs to hug Inko and Inko hugs back her beloved princess. Izuku, you are being punished. There is no cell phone for you. Young man. Izuku, boo, but I didn't do anything. Tear eyes. Toshinori, enough boy, now clean the underground. When Izuku was about to enter the dungeon door, he glanced at his sister who was actually in good health while making fun of him like Malty did to Naofumi in Shield Hero. Izuku is very angry with Izumi, Inko, and Toshinori because they both have believed in the bullshit that Izumi told, presuming that Izuku has beaten up her sister and friends. Back to reality. Izuku screamed in anger and punched the mirror in front of him until it shattered and produced a bloody hand. Izuku immediately washed the wound and put a bandage on the wound on his hand. When Izuku came out of the bathroom, he saw his father and someone who looked older than Izuku. Izuku, who is this dad? Pointing at the guy. MST or who is this brat? Hisashi, you both please. They both look at Hisashi. Please, calm down. The three of them immediately sat at a table in a bar that's shaped like a circle, and there was a black mist guy who nicely offered the three of them a drink. Can I have your drink? Mstrs. Hisashi, Kurogyri, can I have a wine? Kurogyri, what about you? MST or Shigaraki? Shigaraki, just get me the same wine as my MST or Kurogyri. Kurogyri, what about you young ones? Izuku, just a fresh water. Kurogyri, right away. And says while Kurogyri was getting drinks for the three of them, Hisashi also explained the history of AFO and OFA to Izuku and Shigaraki. Hisashi, Izuku looks at Izuku, Tamura looks at Tamura. Takes a deep breath and exhales. I will explain the history of All for One and One for All. They both pay very deep attention when Hisashi or All for One themselves explain the origin of the quirk. Hisashi, since long ago I have brother named Yoichi Shigaraki. I gave quirks that allow users to accumulate power from other quirks to Yoichi, who at that time I thought he didn't have quirks. However, it turns out that Yoichi already has his own quirks that allow him to transfer his quirks to other people. Then Yoichi's quirks merged with the quirks I gave him to create a new quirk called One for All. However, when it was first created, One for All was considered one of the weakest quirks. Izuku, the weakest. Why? But All might easily finish every fight with villains quickly. Hisashi, this is because when Yoichi Shigaraki first got One for All, he didn't have the slightest fighting experience and only had one additional quirk, which was to transfer. In fact, realizing that he has not been able to defeat All for One, Yoichi transfers OFA to his successor. Shigaraki, skip that successor part. Steve, what is the drawback of this quirk? Hisashi, Shigaraki, please listen. Hikage Shinomori, who is the fourth user of One for All, considers himself not too strong to defeat All for One. This also makes him exile in the mountains to hoard the ability of One for All so that his successor is much stronger and can defeat All for One. However, after 18 years of seclusion, Hikage actually died due to natural factors at a young age. Izuku, Shigaraki, Izuku, DMN. Shigaraki, that was horrible. Hisashi, I didn't finish yet boys. Then Kurogyari came to give drinks to Hisashi, Shigaraki, and Izuku. Kurogyari, this is your drink, Sir. Hisashi accepts it politely. Thank you Kurogyari. Shigaraki, yes, thanks Kurogyari. Kurogyari, here is your fresh water. Young Star. Izuku accepts it politely. Thank you. Kurogyari left and Hisashi spoke again. Hisashi, now where have I been? Both? 𝐻𝐼𝐾𝐲 actually died due to natural factors at a young age. Hisashi, right. The death of the 𝐻𝐼𝐾𝐲 also occurred because the existence of One for All had shortened his lifespan. This is because the existence of One for All in addition to the original quirks apparently indirectly puts a lot of pressure on his body so that his age becomes shorter. Luckily, 𝐻𝐼𝐾𝐲 still managed to pass One for All on to other users before he died young. Izuku, so that beach might earn the quirk from him. Hisashi, no son, it's from Sai. I will just continue the story so none of you will confused. However, interestingly, the negative effect of One for All will not affect users who are born without quirks. For example, All Might has been the longest user of One for All, which is 40 years. This is because the absence of original quirks makes his body like an empty vase, so he can accept the existence of One for All completely without touching the original quirks. Izuku, so that is why that BSRD has a quirk. Shigaraki, I'm gonna kill him. Izuku, don't. Shigaraki mad, what the hell you mean don't? Hisashi, he is the adopted son of All Might. Shigaraki, why don't we use this brat to make him to come here and we can kill them both? Shigaraki about to grab Izuku with his right hand, but Izuku used his right hand to hold Shigaraki's arm and pin him to the table, making Shigaraki can't move until Hisashi use his quirk to separate them both. Hisashi, both of you stop. Izuku and Shigaraki keep put a glare at each other. Shigaraki, why did you care so much for this brat? Hisashi, because he's my real son Tenko. Izuku and Shigaraki was surprised that Hisashi or All for One himself call Shigaraki Tenko. Izuku, dad, who is Tenko? Shigaraki, like you care, All Might's brat. Hisashi, stop fighting and listen to me you both. They both looks at Hisashi / All for One. Sai Tamura. Shigaraki, that name was not a made-up, it was my brother's name. I give it to him because his former name is Tenko Shimura. Everything went silent. Izuku, Shimura. Like Nana. Shimura. Tenko, don't you dare say her name. Izuku, hey. She was my former grandma. Tenko. Shigaraki clenches his fist in anger. Tenko, don't dare. She was the reason I was abused by my father because I want to be a hero. Izuku's heart feels the pain that Tenko or Shigaraki feels. Izuku, because you have a villainous quirk. Tenko, yeah. Izuku sits next to him. Does your sister abuse you too? Tenko, no, he gave me encouragement when I was abused by my father, so did my mother and my grandparents. Starts cry a little. Izuku starts cry a little. What happened to the people that care to you? Tenko cries, I killed them all. Sniff, I am a monster. Hisashi hugs Tenko. No Tenko, you are something even with a villainous quirk. Not all people have a quirk like you, similar. Yeah, but they don't have a quirk that is strong like you. You should be grateful for your life. Tenko, not everyone has what you have now. Hisashi, so does for you son. Looks at Izuku, you still have peoples that care to you, your uncles, aunties, grandparents, and a true friend Ochako and Kami. Yes. They all care to you. Izuku, me care to you. Hugs Izuku too. You are my true son. Hisashi, both of you I consider my children. Looks at them both. I might be a villain, but I will fix myself to protect my family. Nothing is stronger than family. They both nods in agreement. Hisashi, now get ready because in 2 days you both and I will go to America. Izuku, who are we going to meet? Dad. Tenko, yes. Who is this person? Or Hisashi, smile. Both of you will know when you see it. The next day in the morning Izuku decided to buy some stuff before going to America in the next day with his father and Tenko. Izuku, hey dad, I'm going to go shopping for a bit for my needs. Hisashi, of course son, give some money, this is for your needs on the way home. Izuku smiles while receiving the money. Thank you dad. Izuku immediately went on foot so that people who knew Izuku wouldn't know he wore a hoodie and hat so no one would recognize him. He took less than 5 minutes. He arrived at the mini market 3 blocks to the south. When he got there he immediately took a pack of toothbrushes and toothpaste and some snacks such as Pringles and stuff. When Izuku had taken some of his necessities, he immediately went to the cashier. Izuku puts all the groceries at the cashier. I also want to buy a chocolate milkshake. Cashier, sure starts counting Izuku's groceries. Hey Mike, one chocolate milkshake for this guy, points to Izuku. Mike, of course Robert, make a milkshake for Izuku. Robert gives Izuku some groceries. The total amount is 450 yen and with the milkshake is 120 yen. So the total is 570 yen. When Izuku was about to pay for his groceries, 3 robbers came with each person carrying a 590 Mossberg shotgun, 38 revolver, and a crowbar. Robber 1 pushes Izuku away from the cashier. Step aside. He points his shotgun at Robert. You quickly put the money in this bag. Throws the bag at Robert. When Izuku was about to help Robert, he felt a gun to his head. Robert 2 points gun at Izuku. Don't play dumb. Kneel down and hands on head, dragging a scared Mike towards Izuku. Shut up and stay there, you piece of tea. When Izuku looked at the third robber, the robber just stood still while holding his crowbar as if he was scared or didn't want to do what he was doing right now. And when Izuku looked at the second robber, the robber was walking, taking stuff from the store's warehouse and putting them in a bag. The frightened Robert could only surrender and put the money in the cashier into the robber's bag. Robber 1, see, it's not that hard, right? You put the money in the bag, and nothing happens. When Robber 1 was about to pull the trigger of his shotgun at Robert, Izuku immediately snatched the crowbar from Robber 3 and then punched Robber 3 until he was unconscious. Then Izuku immediately swung a crowbar at Robber 1's head until he backed up in pain. When he was about to aim his shotgun at Izuku, Izuku swiftly parried his shotgun using the crowbar and immediately punched Robber 1 in the face many times until he released his shotgun. Then Izuku snatched the shotgun and immediately emptied his shotgun and broke the shotgun and threw it in the face of Robber. When Izuku wanted to go at Robber 2, Izuku got another gun point from Robber. Robber 2 walks forward towards Izuku while pointing his gun. Don't move or I'll shoot you. When Robber 2 saw the condition of his friends, he was about to take the bag that already contained money from the cashier while pointing his gun at Izuku, but when the robber was in Izuku's reach, Izuku immediately caught the robber's hand and slammed it down and took his gun and emptied it. When Izuku looked around him, there were only a few shelves of fallen food. Before Izuku took his groceries, he asked for some cable ties to Robert, who was hiding under the cashier area. Izuku, may I have some cable ties or something that I can tie these people here? Pointing at the robbers, the frightened Robert immediately took some cable ties and gave them to Izuku. Robert trembles while giving Izuku a cable ties. I don't know what you're going to do to them, man, but please don't involve us. We don't know anything. Izuku took the cable tie that Robert gave. Don't worry, you just need to tell the police what you saw while tying up the robbers. Robert did what Izuku told him. He immediately called the police and told them what had happened and where it had happened. After the police arrived and arrested the robbers, Robert and Mike were very grateful to Izuku for helping the two of them who didn't know what to do. Robert, thank you so much, dude, you're very awesome on taking those guys down. Mike, yeah, thank you for helping us back there. Izuku smiles. Don't mention it. Leaves them both. When Izuku was about to walk home, on his way home, he saw that there were a lot of people taking pictures of the mini-market area and some were videoing the area around them. With stealth skills, Izuku managed to escape without being noticed by many people who were there. Izuku, then I'm good. Realize what time it is. Izuku, oh shoot, I should get back now. Stars running. Arriving at his father's hideout, Izuku greeted 𝐒𝐮𝐲, who was tidying up the bar, and asked where his dad is. Izuku, hey 𝐒𝐮𝐲. 𝐒𝐮𝐲 turned to Izuku, do you know where is my dad right now? 𝐒𝐮𝐲, oh, he's have a little talk with Tenko. Izuku nods in understanding. Okay then, tell my dad if he need me, I'm in my room. 𝐒𝐮𝐲, yes, and for Izuku goes to his room and put everything he needed into his bag before going to America the next day. Izuku, yeah, sighs, that is all I needed in there. Izuku then remembers the people who really cares about him: Grandpa Trino, Granny Recovery Girl, Uncle Enji, Uncle Masaru, Uncle Aizawa, Uncle Nizu, Auntie Rei, Auntie Mitsuki, Auntie Namuri, Auntie Takayama, Big Bro Tuya, Big Bro Natsuo, Big Sis Fuyumi, and most importantly his only friend Ochako and Kami. They are the people that always ask Izuku's life condition. His grandparents always ask about his health condition. Mr. and Miss Todoroki always share him some food every after dinner. Mr. and Miss Bakugo teach him some machine and electronic stuff. Uncle Aizawa teach him some basic hand-to-hand combat. Sometime Uncle Nizu teach him some math and more. Auntie Namuri and Takayama sometimes give him some money to live and survive. But for Ochako and Kami, They both always be with Izuku's side every time Izuku get bullied by his one and only sister and her stupid friends. Helping him patches his wounds in Izuku's body, and sharing everything. Ochako's parents is a successful construction company that works together with the Yaoyorozu company, and for Kami's parents is a successful bakery company that Izuku loves to buy some bread for him to eat. Izuku, tears up Oken, Kami please forgive me. Tears rolled down Izuku's cheeks remembering that Izuku would go to America with his father and cousin without directly saying goodbye to those who cared about Izuku. Then he was called Hisashi, who was at the door, holding a box. Hisashi, hey son. Izuku turned to Hisashi. Tomorrow morning we go to the airport at 6:00 a.m. You prepared everything you need? Izuku with a sad tone. Yet dad tears up, I'm ready for tomorrow. Hisashi sighs. If you want to meet someone really care about you, you can go now. Izuku, it's okay dad, I'm fine. About to close the door, but Hisashi holds it. Hisashi, listen Izuku, you wanted to meet before you go, yes? Hair covering Izuku's eyes. Hisashi, listen to me son, holding his shoulder, while we still here, just meet them son. Izuku, I just can't. Dad walks away. When Izuku about to walk away, Hisashi put the box in Izuku's bed. Hisashi, I got something for you son, and it's on the bed. Izuku then come back to his bedroom and going open the box. Hisashi, I'm gonna give you some time son. Then Hisashi was about to close the door, but Izuku asked him a question while holding a phone box. Izuku, teary eyes. Dad, what is this? Hisashi, that is your new phone. If you gonna ask where is your old phone? It was in your pocket. Every time Izuku checked the right side of the breath's pocket, it turns out that his flip phone is still in the right breath pocket and Izuku doesn't notice it. Izuku, how did yo? Hisashi, you don't notice it because you don't concentrate. Hisashi, sigh. Come on son, just go. Izuku then decide to go meet somebody who care for him. Izuku, dad, I'ma go out. Hisashi, then don't just stand there, go get it boy. Izuku then nods in agreement and runs out of Hisashi's hideout, while Hisashi texted someone in his phone. Hisashi, Slade, I hope you ready to teach my kids. Change scene with the Yagis. We can see some idiots chatting in a cafe talking about their very bright future. Izumi, so guys, what kind of hero would you all want to be? Katsumi, well for me I want to protect every quirkless people like Iken. Katsuki, well I want to kill them all. Shoka, well for me I want to create a border area between the quirkless and the non-quirkless so that the quirkless can get the same facilities as other quirkless members. Katsuki, so I can kill them all. Shoto, so I can ask my dad to marry my sister and Izuku, so they both can live happily ever after. Shoka was blushing when Shoto said that. Katsumi, you know Shoka, Iken will be mine first. Shoka, no mine. Katsumi, mine, you half and half. Beach. Shoka, who ask him first? She will married Izuku first. Izumi, me first. You guys, my Oniai-chan, my future husband. These beaches keep arguing who wants to marry Izuku first, until Izumi intervenes them both. Izumi, look, it doesn't matter who will marry Oniai-chan first, at least we managed to prevent Oniai-chan from becoming the first quirkless hero. Katsumi, I can agree with that. Shoka, me too. Shota, me 3. Katsuki, Tisich, whatever. Katsuki with his evil smirk, I'm gonna make my old hag agree for a forced quirk marriage between my sister and that demon Deku. After that she will RP Deku, and after that when Katsumi was not at home, I will kill that demon Deku and make that round face and illusion. Beach. Mine. Shoto, I will ask my father. I hope my brother will accept a quirk marriage between him and my sister. Izumi, I hope dad will accept my marriage between me, Katsumi, Shoka and Oniai-chan. Katsumi, I hope Iken will accept my love for him. Shoka, Izuku, please just agree to the marriage between us, so that we can always be happy with our kids. Change scene with the Yagi's parents. Inko and Toshinori was patrolling and they saw a building fire that was on fire, and they heroically came to save the day, but it turned out that All Might was securing the citizens and Magnetic was clearing the way so the firefighters could do their jobs. But suddenly a woman screams that her baby is still in the burning apartment building. The woman, please help, my baby was still in there. The 5th floor. The two heroes are about to help, but All Might and Magnetic have different thoughts. All Might, I'm almost my limit. I can't risk myself to save someone. Please Inko, do something. Magnetic, please people stay back and let the pro handle this random citizen one. But Magnetic, someone got to do something to save the baby. Magnetic, please. Toshi, do something. But suddenly someone wearing a black hoodie covering his head without a second thought rushed into the building. while the firefighters were trying to extinguish the fire while All Might and Magnetic evacuated the citizens. Firefighter 1. Hey, stop trying to stop the guy with a hoodie. Firefighter 3. Ain't it putting out the fire, somebody stop him. Firefighter 2. Guys, the building, it's about to blow. When the building is about to explode, the figure runs out of the building carrying a box and leads to the woman screaming for her baby to be saved. Random figure. Ma'am, I believe this belongs to you. Give the box to the woman. The woman open the box and see that her baby is safe. The woman kneel in front of the figure. Thank you very much, young man. I thought I will never see my baby again. The figure only smiles in happiness because that is the first time he doing a heroic thing, saving a child from a burning building. You there? The figure looked at the direction of the voice and how displeased he was when he saw who called him. All might. How dare you do something you shouldn't do? The figure. Why, I'm just saving this baby from the Grim Reaper, and no, thank you for saving the kid for her. Magnetic. What you did back there was reckless, and you just illegally use your quirk. Everyone start to gasp in shock that the top 10 pro heroes insult the figure that just save a baby from a burning building. Random guy 1. Hey, did All Might just insult a guy who just save a baby? Random woman 1. Yeah, what is wrong with you, All Might? The citizens start to boo and gee at All Might and Magnetic, and then All Might had enough and he start to approach the figure angry. All Might, growling, you are under arrest for illegal quirk using. Random guy 2 stand in front of the figure to block All Might from arresting the figure. Random guy 2. What the hell are you going to do, All Might? The citizens start to cover the figure from All Might and Magnetic so he won't be arrested. Random guy 3. You gotta geo trough us first before get to him. Random girl 3. Yeah, you won't touch him. Many people start to defend the figure. When the figure saw a gap to escape, he ran from the heroes thanks to the people blocking the heroes. And when the figure feels safe, he opened the hood and revealing it was Tenko Shimura who saved the baby. Tenko. So Izuku was right about him, nothing more but a hypocritical. But then Tenko start to going back to Hisashi's hideout. In the afternoon, we see 2 girls sparring in a dojo, some using tonfa and some using only their hands. The 2 girls fought each other just to practice their breathing. Both of those girls are Ochako and Kami. They both train each other not just for self-defense, but to train their breathing while using their quirk. When the 2 of them were practicing, they were both called by their coach to meet someone. They were both so confused because recently they were called by someone. When the 2 of them exited the dojo, they were both surprised to see Izuku there. Deku, Zuzu. Kami, Izuku. Izuku, yo, waving his hand. The 2 girls hugging their only friend who was there while shedding a few tears. Ochako, we thought we'd never see you again. Zuzu. Kami, yeah fam, we thought that they permanently get rid of you. Izuku, hugs them both. It's okay girls, I'm still here. Ochako, we thought that shitty sister of you was gonna lock you in the basement forever. Kami, yeah, and we thought that we both will end up with that shitty Todoroki and Bakugo. A/N. Never will happen. Izuku, look. Girls, sighs. I shed a tear. I'm sighs while voice cracking. I don't know how to say it. Okao. Zuzu, please look at us. Izuku looks at them both. Kami, yeah, you can tell us anything. Ochako, we won't be mad at you. Izuku, I will move to America for a while. Silence for a moment for the girls are shocked that they heard that Izuku will move to America. Ochako, what? You gotta be kidding me, right? Chuckles. He please shed a tear. You are joking. Right. Kami, shaking Izuku while cries a little because that is not funny. Izuku, hair covers his eyes, while sheds tears roll down his cheeks. Do I ever tell lies to both of you? Ochako, I know you never did, but please, tell us, is this a lie that you made for the first time? Izuku, Ochako holding Ochako's cheeks. I will never forget you both. Ochako and Kami start to hugging Izuku harder. Izuku, hugging them both back. I will never forget you both. I will always remembers both of you. I will always remember your help. Your sacrifice in helping me to face those DMN people who think they are the best future heroes. Ochako cries while hugging Izuku. We both will miss you. Izuku hugs Izuku harder. Kami cries while hugging Izuku. Please don't forget to call or giving us messages. To either of us. Hugs Izuku harder. Izuku, I won't. Kami kisses her forehead making her blushes and hugging them back. I will never forget you both. Ochako, be careful out there. Izuku wipes her tear. Izuku, I know. Oken, please come here for a moment. Pulling Ochako close to his face and kisses her. A/N. Credit to the artist. Ochako couldn't say much and melted to the kiss but kisses back. Izuku, break kiss. I love you. Ochako. Uraraka. Ochako, Cries a little I love you to Izuku. Izuku approaches Kami and kisses Kami passionately. /n. Can't find Izukami pics loudly crying face Izuku. Break kiss I love you Kami. Udashimi Kami cries a little I love you to Izuku. The two of them had their last hug and Izuku immediately went back to his father's hideout to prepare for the flight to going to America tomorrow morning. With the Yagis in the same afternoon, we saw Izumi, Shoto, and Katsuki who had finished their physique training for OFA in a field with Izumi's father. The three of them looked so exhausted. Izumi was lying on the sidelines with Shoka and Katsumi, while Katsuki and Shoto were talking to Small Might about how to use OFA and their own quirk at the same time without damaging their arms. With Small Might's suggestion that they should keep training the three of them to be more invulnerable, and also they talk about the people that was appear in their dreams. A tired Izumi huffed. Dad's training was no joke Shoka. Hey Izumi, I was wondering Izumi, glance at Shoka. What is it Shoka? Is it really hard to train yourself for OFA? Then Izumi and Katsumi heard it. They both immediately said, "See." To Shoka. Shoka, who realized what she had said, she immediately covered her mouth in shock. Shoka covering her mouth. Yupis giggle nervously hee. Katsumi. Whisper you shouldn't say it out loud. Icy hot beach Shoka. Hey I forgot okay. You angry Pomeranian beach Izumi. Looks around and sighs lucky us. That here is nobody hear us out loud Shoka. Okay it's my bad all right Katsumi. Change topic. So Izumi, how do you feel after gaining IT? A confused Izumi. IT. Katsumi. You know the thing you get from your dad. Izumi finally gets it. Oh that yeah, I was feel nothing in the first place, but after 2 days later I was dreaming about a lady that nearly looks like Mom Katsumi. Really, a lady that looks like Auntie Inko. Izumi. What is the matter? Shoka. That was different Izumi. Huh. What do you mean by that? Katsumi. For my idiot brother, he was dreaming like inside a room which is filled with 7 people Shoka. So was my brother Izumi. Excited and curious really. What do they say? Katsumi. What my brother told me that he pointing at Katsuki doesn't deserve this quirk, but it can only be used as much as 15%. Shoka. 15. Katsumi nods in agreement. So was my brother Izumi. Is that it? Shoka. Yet. Katsumi. What about you Izumi? What does the lady said? Izumi. Well she said that I doesn't deserve this quirk either, for what I did to anybody else. Katsumi. Does she allows you to use the quirk? Izumi. Shoka. For how much? Izumi. 20%. Katsumi. 20. That's more than enough. Come on stand up, we all can be the next #1 hero. Izumi and Shoka. Yes all right. When they are shouting excitedly for their bright future, they are called by Small Might to come home. Toshinori, Izumi, Katsumi, Shoka, it's time to go home. Shoto, come on sis. The girls came to them and they went home together in Small Might's car. In the car, they were still talking about OFA, and Katsuki who was still protesting why he didn't deserve the OFA quirk. Katsuki, this is unfair. This is not true. Why do I don't deserve OFA? Why Shoto? Take it easy Katsuki. I'm pretty sure that was just a dream. A stupid dream Katsuki. Easy for you to say that half and half yesterday. I feel like they are really talking to me. Toshinori, take it easy my sons. It needs time to let the past users of One for All accepted you Shoto. How could you know that sir? Toshinori, well, you need to show yourself that you my son Shoto Todoroki and Katsuki Bakugo that you both are the next #1 heroes Katsuki. Hell yeah. Thanks Dad Shoto. Thank you, Dad Toshinori. Smiles you're welcome my sons tears of joy Toshinori. I hope you are happy for the next wielder of One for All. Glancing at them from the car mirror, I hope that you all can be the next #1 heroes. They also drive to go home but before they return to their homes, Inko and Toshinori invite the Bakugo twins and the Todoroki twins to have dinner together. After they had dinner with the Bakugo twins and the Todoroki twins they went home. After they got home Inko told Izumi to sleep, while Inko and Toshinori would talk alone. Inko, Toshi. Sad face Toshinori, what's wrong dear? Closes to his wife Inko. Do you remember the previous incident about a building on fire and someone saving a baby? Toshinori clenched his fist in anger, remembering the previous incident. Toshinori, Inhale, exhale. Don't worry dear, maybe it's just someone who wants to put us down. Inko. Yeah, maybe you're right, I can't even do anything when I want to save the baby Toshinori. Honey, we have done our duty, to protect the people, so that the firefighters can do their job. It should be the firefighters who saved the baby. Inko. I think you are right dear. Inko started to shed tears which she then wiped with her hands. Toshi. Sob, am I a hero? Toshinori. Smiles, of course you are Inko's hero, you are our princess idol hero. Inko. Sob, you're right Toshi, but am I a good mother? Cries Toshinori. Smiles and hugs his wife gently. Inko, of course you are a good mother to our daughter, and she will be the #1 hero, along with her friends. Inko. Cries, I don't know why I thought of this, it's like I have to help someone now, but I don't know who they are. Toshinori. Hugs his wife gently. Inko, maybe we should pay more attention to our daughter. Inko. Wipes her tears. You're right Toshi, maybe we should take a sleep now. Toshinori. Yes, you are right. With Izuku we see Izuku, who is checking his last needs to go to America. Then Izuku also installs a video call application on his new cell phone. Then his father comes, who tells Izuku to put his bags in his father's room. He meets again with Tenko, who is wearing a sarong digital artist hand. Then Izuku was called by Tenko to have a little chat. Izuku, alertly, what's wrong bro? Tenko, whoa, let's not try to kill each other here. Izuku, yeah, sorry about that. Izuku, yeah, sorry about that. Izuku, by the way, what's wrong? Tenko, I want to ask you something. Izuku, what about All Might and Magnetic? Tenko, yup, you read my mind. Izuku sits next to him. What's going on with them anyway? Tenko, well, have you seen the news recently? Izuku, no. Open his cell phone. Not so serious, just about the apartment building on fire. Tenko snaps his finger. That's what I meant. Izuku, oh, does it have anything to do with All Might and Magnetic? Tenko, yeah, did you know that in the building there is still a baby who is about 5 months old? Izuku, shocked, wow, are you serious? Tenko, yes, that's the problem. Izuku, why? Tenko, I was there earlier. Izuku, shocked, wow, what is that Johnny Bravo imitation doing? Tenko, yeah, you know, just keeping the people around. Izuku, and what is Rip-Off Tatsumaki doing? Tenko, same with but might. Izuku, heh, they really are unreliable. Tenko, it's true, but you know what? Izuku, curious what? Tenko, I was the one who saved the baby. Izuku, wait, what? What is but might doing there? Apart from securing the people there. Tenko, nothing, that's all. Izuku, oh, that's why. Tenko, yeah, and you know what those two did after I saved the baby? Izuku, don't tell me that he scolded you for using quirks illegally. Tenko, yup, that idiot said that. Izuku, I'm sure, he must be angry because using All Might's voice, you've been stealing people's attention for you, while you're a nobody, and I'm All Might, the #1 hero. Tenko and Izuku burst out laughing together, because they both firmly believed that All Might was jealous of someone doing more heroic acts than himself. Izuku, wow, congratulations man. Hit Tenko's shoulder. You did your first heroic thing. Tenko, heh, hit Izuku's shoulder. You too man. Stop the robbery in the mini market. Izuku, yeah. Izuku and Tenko continued to talk about their lives and the things they experienced in the past. Then Kurogiri told them to sleep on the orders of All for One. Now we see All for One, or Hisashi. Midoriya is talking to someone on the phone. Call Hisashi. Slade, please, I hope you can help me. Slade sighs. Hisashi, you know I'm not working as that anymore, and I'm currently fully responsible for the Midori Industries company. Hisashi, I know that mate, I just wish that they relied more on their physical strength than their quirk. Slade sighs. Alright, I'll try to help you old friend. Hisashi, I really appreciate that man, thank you. Slade, no problem. Just make sure when you and your kids want to meet me you know where to find me. Hisashi, yeah, I know where. Slade, good, prepare your kids for hell on earth. And the phone call was closed by Slade. Then Hisashi breathed a sigh of relief because his old friend Slade wanted to help train his children physically and mentally. Hisashi, Slade Wilson, my old friend, I hope you can teach my children in the morning. Izuku, Tenko, and Hisashi head to the airport to head straight to America, on their way through some traffic jams, and a few other things. Arriving there they went to put their luggage and waited in the waiting room to leave for America. Curious Izuku, hey dad. Hisashi looked toward his son. Who is this Slade Wilson guy? Hisashi, smiling at his son, you will see him soon son, and oh, please take care of each other. Tenko masked. Tenko stopped speaking when Hisashi raised his hand. Hisashi, Tenko, Please call me Dad from now on. Since you both are alone, I always watching, keeping you safe, and welcoming you, not as an adopted child, but my own son. Tenko, smile at Hisashi's words. Thank you, Dad. So why did you want us pointing at Izuku and himself to meet with this Slade Wilson guy? Hisashi, Tenko, listen to me closely. If your quirk is disabled, or can't use it, situation. What will you pointing at Tenko do? Tenko, quirkless you mean? Hisashi, yes, in that situation, what will you both do? Tenko, I will retreat and find another way to Hisashi. Raise his hand. Nope, not that. No retreat, no backups, no helps. What will you both do? Tenko is silent for a moment. He doesn't know what to say, until Izuku spoke up. Izuku, I will try to fight back, but if I'm facing someone like pro heroes in here, I can't do anything. Tenko, same as him pointing at Izuku. Father Hisashi, chuckles he, as I expected. Izuku pointing at Izuku, and Izuku looks toward his dad. You rely on your ability in speed and reflexes, that is why you are able to stop a robbery last time. Hisashi put his right hand in Izuku's shoulder that next to him. That's why you need to be better than last time. Izuku, smiling at the encouragement given by his father. I will, Dad. Hisashi. Hisashi put his left hand in Tenko's shoulder that is next to him. And you, Tenko, you are relying too much on your quirk. Pats his shoulder. That is why you can save a baby from a burning building while that but might can't. Tenko, smiling at the encouragement given by his adoptive father. Thank you, Father Hisashi. Hug them both. Both of you will be the better man than me. Right now you two will meet the right person than me. Not long after, there was an announcement that the plane bound for America was ready to depart and was waiting for its passengers. Announcer, flights to America by plane. For passengers, please go to gate number 5. Hisashi, that is our flight. Stands up. Let's go. You two. Izuku, yeah. Pop stands up. Tenko, of course. Father stands up. The three of them headed to their seats as in the plane. They sit side by side in a row and were ready for their first flight together. Izuku, hey Dad, how long will it take to go to America? Hisashi, about 9 to 10 hours. Why? Izuku, I'm just curious. Shrugs. Tenko, I hope I didn't have air sickness. Izuku, I hope so bro. Time skip. Hisashi, Tenko, and Izuku takes 9 hours 20 minutes to get to America, and on the way no one feels air sickness. When they arrived at the city, they looked for a taxi to take them to the apartment near the Midoriya Industries building. Arriving at the apartment, they put their own belongings, except for Hisashi, who went straight to the Midoriya Industries building to meet his old friend. Tenko, impatient. Why the hell Mr. goes to the building earlier? Izuku, he says wait here until he call us both. Tenko, it's been 1.5 hours we wait here. Izuku, calm. I know. We better wait for orders or everything goes as Tenko sighs. How long? Will you wait for new instructions from your dad? Izuku, if my dad told us to enter the building next year, then we will wait until next year. Tenko, you are stupid. How long will you wait? Until your so-called sister became the #1 hero. Izuku clench his fist in anger, remembering his stupid sister. Do not say that name. If you want to keep your nose works fine. Tenko, I'm so scared. Are you gonna punch me? Well, I'm gonna turn you to dust. Izuku, wanna go now? Walk toward Tenko. Tenko, oh, so you are approaching me. Instead you gonna cry like a child. Izuku, I can't beat Sht out of you and make you cry for mommy's help. Tenko, well then, come closer if you want. Walk toward Izuku while letting his gloves off, but suddenly the two kids' phone rings, stopping them from fighting. Then they check who is calling them, and it's an unknown number that calls them both. They both shocked for what the F just happened. The two of them immediately pulled over to the corner of the room, picking up the phone. They both recorded the conversation between them both and the unknown caller. For Izuku, the caller ordered him to go to the lobby of the apartment and go to an abandoned building 3 blocks to the west near there and take some stuff there. For Tenko, the caller also ordered him to go to the lobby of the apartment and go to Midoriya Industries building by himself. Izuku put his phone down. This is what I got. Goes to Tenko with a piece of paper. The caller wanted me to go to this location at Tenko. That is an abandoned building with 5 level floors, isn't it? Izuku, yeah, 3 blocks to the west. What you get? Tenko, the caller wanted me to go to the Midoriya Industries building by myself. I have no idea why, but we better stick together. Izuku, yup, anyway we are just some tourist here. Dad didn't told me anything now. Tenko, let's go. Izuku and Tenko goes to the lobby of the apartment. but suddenly Izuku felt something that is following them both. For Tenko, he noticed that there was two guys who is waiting for the elevator, and one of the elevator is in repairment, so Tenko pulls Izuku to an emergency stairs to the exit. Izuku, shocked what the F? Tenko, shut up, and follow me goes downstairs. Izuku, follow Tenko. What the hell did you see? Tenko, two guys looking suspicious. Izuku, why? Tenko, if they are going to use the elevator, they should push one of the buttons, but they didn't, and also they are already there when father is leaving the apartment. Izuku realized that was not just two guys, but four is following them both. Izuku, we better hurry up, that might not just two of them parkour the stairs. Tenko, wait up, parkour the stairs to follow Izuku. When the two of them arrived at the lobby using the emergency stairs, they were surprised that there were four people who looked suspicious. Some are reading old magazines which since 2 weeks ago, some are stirring their coffee cups but they are not drinking, and some are seen waiting for someone in the elevator. So the two of them decided to go to the abandoned building together on their foot. Without them knowing, there are two people who are spying on them both. I got to say, Hisashi, smiles, your sons are great team. Hisashi, thank you. Hisashi looks at the screen and saw both of his sons are keeping each other's back. That's why I wanted you to train them both. Sighs, why you want me to train them both? Hisashi, because it's only you, my friend, that can always complete your mission, without a quirk and without backup. Sighs, staring. Hisashi, you know I've retired from that job, right? Hisashi, I know. Slade holds his shoulder. You're the only person that I can trust to train them both, for not just relying too much on their quirk. Slade smirks. I will try my best, my friend. Fist bump. Hisashi, hell yeah, fist bump. Let's go get my sons. The scene changes with Izuku and Tenko having arrived in the abandoned building by foot. We can see them gasping for air when they get there, and when we look around there is almost no one there. Izuku and Tenko, amazed. WhatIf? Tenko, tremble a bit. This is the right place, right? Izuku, tremble a bit. WhatIf? This is it. Tenko, good, let's go. Turned around wanting to leave, but was held by Izuku. What now? Izuku, we should go inside. Pointing at the door entrance. Tenko hit Izuku's head. Are you out of your mind? Izuku, you holding his head. And why the F you ask that? Tenko, we should get back right now. Izuku, the caller said we should take some stuff in there. Tenko, you are the one who asked to do it. Izuku, you gonna help me? You pages. Tenko, me pages. Pff, let's go then. Entering the building with Izuku. Now we can see a slightly frightened Tenko and a shaking Izuku entering the abandoned building area. Izuku, walking trough the area. Demon, the first floor is completely empty. A bit scared. Tenko, good, about to leave. Let's get the F out of here, man. Izuku, mockingly, oh, leaving so soon? Pages. Tenko just grow a tick mark. A little angry. Are you kidding me? Izuku, my task is not finished here. Looks around. Tenko, annoyed. What the hell are you doing, man? Izuku, checking upstairs. Goes upstairs. Tenko, who is torn between joining Izuku or leaving the abandoned building, leaves Izuku alone to do what he has to do. He was so confused about what to do that he remembered his father's words, that the two of them should take care of each other. Finally Tenko decided to stay with Izuku. Tenko, hey wait up, dumbass. Chase Izuku upstairs. Arriving above, Tenko only saw Izuku, who was looking around the building, looking around the corner of the area. Tenko yells to Izuku, why? Izuku noticed this and yells back at him, waving his hand. Why? Tenko yells again, wait for me, you stupid. Rush to Izuku. Izuku shrugs. Was up with the hurry, man. Turn around. Tenko, we better find the stuff. You mean rushing while pushing Izuku to the side. Izuku, dude, runs after Tenko. What's with the hurry? Tenko, I got a bad feeling about this, man, so we better hurry up. Runs off. Izuku, wait up. Runs off following Tenko. Tenko ran up to the top floor of the building and saw several chest bags there and immediately unpacked the contents of the bags and chests at all costs. Tenko, see some of those bags and some crates over there, pointing at some bags and crates. Izuku, yeah. Tenko, and open all of them, you idiot. Tenko threw Izuku a crowbar. Tenko, make it quick. Izuku just nod in agreement and immediately opened some chests. While opening the chests, they looked after each other's backs. Not long after, Izuku and Tenko saw a bag that covered an item in one of the chests. Izuku, I got this. Showing Tenko the bag he got. Izuku slowly opened the contents of the bag. When he saw what the contents of the bag was, he was surprised. A/N. There are two of them. Surprised Izuku, holy shoot. Turns to Tenko and yells, dude, I got 2F in katanas man. Tenko rushed to Izuku with a overexcited curious and also hold one of his bags that he found in one of the chest. Excited Tenko, take one katana from one of the bags. Dude, I always wanted to play with one of this, swing it in different directions like a little kid. Izuku just sweat dropped. Dude, your looks so childish. Tenko realized what he doing. He shy and give it back to Izuku. Izuku saw the bag what Tenko carry and curious what is in there. Izuku, dude, what is in your bag? Points at Tenko's bag. Tenko, oh, I don't know. Open it. Tenko and Izuku both have star eyes. Holly should. Izuku, it's a bow and arrows. Take the arrows. Tenko, holy sht. Dude tries to assemble the bow. It's kinda hard though. Izuku, wait, how about we get back to the Midori Industries building and we think about it. Tenko, you are right. Packing up his bow and arrows. Izuku and Tenko immediately tidied up their respective things and immediately returned to the Midori Industries building. On the way to the Midori Industries building, the two of them walked there to make it easier, because they were still new to America. Before arriving in the building in the alley between buildings, the two of them saw a white van stopped in front of them, and comes out several people who had spied on them both while in the apartment, and covered their faces with black cloth. The two of them had put up a fight, with Izuku elbowing one of them in the face and Tenko kicking one of them in the genitals. When they were about to run away, they were both shot with darts which knocked them both unconscious and carried by the men to a basement of a building using their van. In Japan with the idiots we can see Izumi, the Todoroki twins, and the Bakugo twins with Izumi's parents Toshinori Yagi and Inko Yagi, at Takoba Municipal Beach Park. Once a appealing beach, but now a junkyard from the massive piles of accumulated trash coming from the sea for years. Izumi, Katsuki, and Shoto who are practicing using their own quirks and one for all at the same time. And now we can see Izumi is trying to lift some trash with her own quirk. Izumi who is gasping for air, breathing Deowawewit, why I have to carry this thing? Toshinori walked to her and put his hand in her shoulder. Well Izumi dear, to be a great hero you need to push your limits, even though it's very hard for you to do. Inko landed next to her daughter. That is correct dear, but that is okay. Lift the trash. That Izumi's with Inko's quirk easily. See this my little princess. Izumi nods in agreement. Nods yes mom. Inko smiles. When I was your age I can't lift this heavy things. Put the trashes away even a little bit. Izumi realizes what her mother mean. Wait, does that mean my quirk is stronger than you mom? Inko immediately hugs her princess tightly. My princess is stronger than me. Izumi struggled to breath, gasping for air. Mom, I can't breath. Toshinori saw this and trying to stop his wife before killing All Might perfect successor Toshinori who is worried. Inko, you are struggling her. Inko realizes what she has done and let go Izumi immediately, and Izumi gasping for air. Inko is worried. Oh my gods, please forgive me my princess. Are you alright? Izumi is breathing. It's okay mom I'm fine. Inko sighs in relief. Sighs thank God I'm almost losing my only baby. Toshinori. Look, it doesn't matter now. Izumi should practice using above 5% now. Izumi. Alright dad. Izumi proceed to continue training while her parents is smiling at the next number one hero, and doesn't thinking that someone is missing among them. With the chaotic twins, and arguing some bullshit, is the only thing you can hear from the Bakugo twins, while them both trying to blow some garbage. Katsumi is trying her best to make a big explosion using her hand to blow up some garbage, while Katsuki is using one for all 2% only to avoid his hand broken and explode while doing his favorite howitzer impact. A big iceberg can be seen around the beach because Shoko was focusing on her ice quirk, because the pro hero Blizzard Ray Todoroki is her idol, while Shoto is using one for all 2% only just like Katsuki, because if he went over 5% he will got a broken bone, and a burning scar on the hand, and every body part where his fire is on. And now we can see a whining Katsuki who is lying down in the sand. Katsuki who is in pain. Why does this stupid quirk always make my hands be like this? Looking at his swelling and burns on the palms, Shoto calmly approached Katsuki. Calmly, what's wrong with your hand? Katsuki, outraged. You wanna know half and half be? This new quirk of mine always make my arm almost blows up. Shoto, well this new quirk of mine almost make my body's on fire. Katsuki, whatever icy hot, gets up just my mark my words. I'm gonna be the next number one hero. No you are not. Katsuki with annoyance looked towards the voice which turned out to be his twin sister. Katsuki pops some mini explosion in his left hand. What the F you mean beach? Katsumi, I'm gonna be the #1 hero for 𝐒𝐮𝐦𝐸𝐵. No you are not, it's gonna be me. Katsumi with annoyance looked towards the voice which turned out to be her Shoka Todoroki. Katsumi, outraged, what did you say? I soy hot beach. Shoka, I said that I'm gonna be the #1 hero for Izuku and Kasumi. No, it will be me. Shoka, no me. Katsumi, me, you icy, hot slot. Shoka, no. Izuku will be mine. You where? The argument between two beaches ensues, until Inko comes to intervene between the two of them. Inko, okay, knock it if you two use her quirk to separate them both. Katsumi, Auntie Inko, do not interfere. I'm going to teach this bitch that 𝐒𝐮𝐦𝐸𝐵 is mine. Shoka, no auntie, let me teach that, pointing at Katsumi beach, a lesson, that Ayu is mine. Katsumi, no. 𝐒𝐮𝐸𝐵 is mine and mine alone. Shoka, fu you angry Pomeranian. Katsumi had a tick mark. This beach, use her explosion to get closer to Shoka. Come on, but to explode her. Shoka saw that Katsumi getting close to her. Let's go you angry puppy, making sharp ice. Inko saw this and don't want to let some angry girls that is fighting over their future husband. So Inko use her quirk to make them both float to the air. Inko, listen to me kids, use her quirk to pull them both closer to her. Just stop fighting, okay? Whispering to their ear that only them both can listen. It doesn't matter who will get Izuku. Giggles, I hope that Izuku's child comes from you girls only. When Inko said the last part, Katsumi and Shoka blushing hard, that Aunt Inko will approved that Izuku will be with the two of them, and hope to have a child from Katsumi and Shoka. Inko, now I hope you two learned your lessons. Put them both down. Try to remember it to the rest of your life, okay? Winks. Katsumi and Shoka blushing hard again, that Aunt Inko really hope to have grandchildren from Katsumi and Shoka. At the other location we can see two real nymphs feel something that wants to make them want to break all the bones in a bicho. Chaco? Hey Cammy. Cammy, yeah famo. Chaco, did you feel that you want to beat somebody into a bloody pulp? Cammy, nope, I feel that I want to break someone's neck with my batons right now. Back with the beaches, Katsuki approaching his bitchy sister. Hey, don't get your dreams so high sis. The Diamond Deku will see me as the next #1 hero. Katsumi, meh, I don't care what hero rank I will be. Smiles brightly because Auntie Inko approved that 𝐒𝐮𝐸𝐵 will be with me and Shoka. Katsushit, yeah, no problem sis. Evil smile. Finally Aunt Inko approved that my bitch's sister with that BS Deku. Evil giggle. Now just need to finish high school and those losers. Looks at his sister, Todoroki twins, and Izumi with To's shitty Q, and kill Deku. And then I can make every woman I want to make my personal cum dump, including Izumi, Round Face, and Illusion Beach. Also other quirkless girls out there, I will RPE them and sold them to make more money and make me famous. Shoto, I'm also happy for you sis. Smiles. Thank you Auntie Inko for approved a marriage between my sister and Katsumi. I promise I will protect the quirkless. Katsumi, over happy. Yay, I can be with 𝐒𝐮𝐸𝐵 forever. We can finally live happily ever after together. Imagining Katsumi and Izuku in a family photo with 5 kids, 𝐒𝐮𝐸𝐵𝐵. Shoka, finally Izu, we can be together as one family. Imagining Shoka and Izuku in a family photo with 5 kids, 𝐒𝐮𝐸𝐵𝐵. Izumi, tears of joy. Don't worry Onyatan, we can do the hard work, while you do the easy job as a house husband, and please dump that beaches. Bachako and Cammy RD POV. Dark is something that you can't see anything around darkness, but can still feel it. The darkness is like you are walking in the middle of a warehouse looking for what you want, but you can't see it, only feel it. That is what Tenko and Izuku feels right now. Now we see Tenko and Izuku is tied to a chair side by side, blindfolded. And they are in a room with no one there, so they can hear only them both struggling to escape. Izuku trying to break free from tied chair. Demand it. Tenko, Izuku, you there? Izuku, yeah, it's me man, where are you? Tenko, it sounds like you are right besides me. Izuku, good to know, struggle to escape. Are you out now? Tenko, no, not yet. Looks like we have been handcuffed to a chair, and we can't see each other because there's some BLDFLD in my eyes. Izuku, yeah me too. Aren't you trying to escape from here or what? Tenko, size don't know how bro. Izuku, so you just gonna give up now you idiot? Tenko, no, I'm not gonna give up now. Struggle to escape from the HFFS, and he realized something. Wait a minute, trying to feel if he is wearing gloves. I don't use my gloves, Izuku. Then do something with your special power, man. Try to turn the chair into dust and then might one of your hand is free. Tenko, good idea. Decaying the armrest on the chair almost there. Armrest decayed, yes, got one. Open his Bielfeldy finally. Shocked that he is in an empty dark room with a little light in top of him. Izuku still blindfolded. What the hell did you see, man? From what I hear it's not a good one, Tenko. I think we better get out of here. Decaying Izuku's HEFFS before something worst happens. Izuku and Tenko finally free from tied in a chair. Izuku was shocked when he saw that both of them in an interrogation room like in the movies but without a table. Izuku, let's get the hell out of here. Walking to the door. Tenko, hell yeah. Let's go, follow Izuku. But when Izuku and Tenko about to get out of the room, both of them get zapped by a taser gun from behind, and before they both lose consciousness, they saw is a guy wearing an armor with black and orange as the base color, and a man in a total black armor. Time skip in Japan. Location. Island in Japan. We see a blonde hair girl with glasses in a lab. In her room, is working on a combat suit. A girl named Melissa Shield is working on her combat suit, because her hero inspiration is a quirkless hero who fighting the crime without a quirk, and people is still wondering what is his real quirk, because he never shows anything about his quirk, and she was hoping that Izuku, her older cousin not by BLD, become the first quirkless hero. Because she believed that quirkless people with a heart of the hero will be the greatest hero, helping each other, defending the weak, and helping the helpless is the true hero, more than people who just looking for fame and glory. But just then she heard that the door is opened, that revolving that is her father. David opens the door, smiles to her daughter. Good morning, Melissa. Melissa. Papa runs toward David and hugs him. David hugs back her daughter. Hey, what's with the rush, dear? Melissa, look at this. Shows her father a suit, her making a Nomex survival suit for advanced infantry. David is shocked that her daughter made an armor, but for what? Why did she made an armor? David, shocked. Melissa, what is this? Melissa, oh, these are armor for the military. It's lightweight and shock resistant. David, Melissa, is this touching the suit really shock resistant? Melissa, yup, also it's made of Kevlar biweave, reinforced joints. Also you can say it's tear resistant. David was beyond shocked that her daughter just made a defending suit not just for the military, but also quirkless people for self-defense. David is still shocked. Melissa, why? Melissa looked at her father. Why did you make this suit? Melissa puts her head down with a teary eyes, because that her father won't believe her. Melissa, Papa, I just want to help Izuku to achieve his dream to be a hero. David, I knew you would say that. Melissa hugs his daughter gently, but there will never be a quirkless hero. Melissa, who still clings. Then we will change that title to the first quirkless hero. David, Melissa lets go of the hug and put his hand in her shoulder. Please stop this. I can't lose you two, okay? Melissa nods in sadness. I know, Papa. What is the risk to be a hero? David, please stop finishing the suit, okay? Melissa nods in sadness. Kiss her forehead. Now that is my daughter. Now come on, breakfast is ready. Melissa follows her father for breakfast with sadness and still holding the title, the first quirkless hero. But she did not abandon the suit. Other palace, we see three nymphs practicing martial arts. A girl with a brown hair bob haircut, a girl with long hair blonde, and a girl with black raven hair. The bob haircut using her hand for combat, the blonde hair girl using her batons, and the last one the girl with black raven hair using her metal staff as a weapon. Those girls are Ochako Uraraka, Kami Udashimi, Dan Momo Yairzu. Ochako is focusing not only her quirk, but also her arms so she can fight hand-to-hand combat while using her quirk. Kami is the most tricky ones. She can use her quirk as a distraction for her target to take it down. When the enemy is distracted, she can knock the enemy easily. Last but not least, Momo Yaoyorozu. She can create anything as long as she know what is the basic material for the thing she wanted to make, and as long as she have enough energy to take it. They knew each other since they were in elementary school. The three of them were the best when they were in elementary school, but the three of them didn't go to the same school as Izuku. Izuku went to school with his sister, the Bakugo twins, and the Todoroki twins. Every day, for 6 years, Izuku received all the unreasonable attacks, ridicule, insults, and punishments. And once one day Izuku was used as a human punch bag, as an example of the punishment that would be carried out at his school. It didn't stop there. The headmaster always tried to avoid the report that was told by Izuku, so as not to ruin the reputation of the elementary school. When school was over, Ochako and Kami always accompanied Izuku. Accompanying him to study, playing guessing games, and always helping to treat the wounds that Izuku received, even though Izuku still insisted, "I'm fine girls." Okahako and Kami always helped Izuku. Even so, Izuku never left the eyes of Izumi and his gang, because the quirkless Deku has friends. Even Katsuki and Shoto blush when they see Ochako and Kami. And Katsuki, who is so arrogant about his ego, he wants to have both girls to himself, even more girls are better. But Ochako and Kami always ignore it and don't care about it. Enough with the backstory, now we see Ochako, Kami, and Momo resting after their martial arts training, with Momo taking some water into her house. Kami, what do you think if Izuku were here? Kami was silent when she heard the name of her best friend who was considered a boyfriend was mentioned. Kami with an unhappy face, I hope that we can see him right now. I really missed him, Ochako. I knew you would say that. Izuku really is a good person. Hey girls. Ochako and Kami were surprised to hear Momo's voice calling the two of them suddenly, while brought some bottle of water for them all. Kami, Jez Momo, could you please stop giving us a heart attack? Momo, giggling oops Ochako. Sighs thank you Yamamo take a bottle of water Momo. Well, I slightly overheard your conversation about Izuku. Is that the correct name? Ochako, yes, how do you know Izuku? Momo, well, last time I saw him is when he saved me from thugs when I'm on my way home, so he skirted me to go home Ochako? Okay, so what about him? Momo, well, I was hoping that I can meet him. Do you girls know where he live? Ochako and Kami lower their heads with sorrow, because they both knew that Momo is going to ask about Izuku's past life. Kami, listen Imachan, the thing that you are asking that's a little bit personal Momo. Oh, it's okay Kami, if either of you girls can't help me, smiles I could just ask him myself Ochako, that's what we meant to tell you Yamamo Momo that is confused, I don't understand what is going on. Kami, Momo. Izuku just left to America for another life Momo is sad the first boy that she talked directly without having to communicate with social media must left to America Momo. Shocked boo, but why? I thought that he has a good family. Kami, that is when you are wrong Emochan, he don't have a caring family. Momo is saddened because she heard that Izuku don't have a loving caring family Momo. Well, why is Izuku have to get trough that? I thought he is a nice person. Ochako, he is a nice caring person Yamamo, but he have to live trough that because he's quirkless Momo was even shocked that Izuku is abandoned and neglected by his family because of a stupid little thing he is quirkless Momo. But why his family abandoned him because he is quirkless? I thought that quirkless people need to be protected and defended. Ochako, that is because he have a sister that with a very strong quirk Kami, and his parents play favorites Momo is cries of sadness, that Izuku has to live a life that quirkless children shouldn't live. What Momo knows, that quirkless people should be cared for and loved, because she knew that most of suicide case is quirkless people is under 20 years old Momo. Wipe her tears. Anything else I need to know about Izuku's life? Ochako and Kami's hair covering their eyes is sadness Ochako with teary eyes. His sister and childhood friends turned their back on him. Bullying him, insulted him, humiliate him every DMN time. Only both of us taking care of his wounds Kami. Also his sister giving him the best heroic advice Momo saddened but confused. What is it? Kami, facing Ochako should we tell her? Ochako cries a little, nods with sadness she needs to know Kami. His sister, sniff his sister, sniff while hold her tears his sister told him to kill himself Ochako, Kami and Momo hugged together while grieving over the life that Izuku has to go through. A child who must be forgotten by his picky parents, bullied by his own sister and friends, and hoped to die by his own sister. Momo, wait, who wipe her tears, who are his childhood friends of him. Ochako, Izumi Yagi his sister, Shoto and Shoka Todoroki Momo, shocked wait Todoroki. Kami, yes. And also there is the most worst, Katsuki and Katsumi Bakugo, the most selfish assholes Momo. I don't really care about the others, but Todoroki. Rushed back to her Hughes grabbing her phone and show Kami and Ochako a picture of Shoto Todoroki. Is this the guy? Ochako/Kami. YSS. That's the guy. Momo was speechless because Shoto Todoroki, as her online friend from social media, is a mean person. He enjoys bullying Izuku Yagi, hurting him, and berating him, and humiliating him. Momo, I thought he was a nice person. But after heard from you girls he is nothing but a walking dispenser. Ochako and Kami snickered for mentioning Shoto Todoroki just as somebody that can't think. A few moments later a ting was heard, a notification sound from Momo's cell phone. When Momo saw where the notification came from, her happy face turned into a frown because she saw that there was a text from Shoto. In the chat Todoroki, Shoto hey, Momo waving hand Momo hey Todoroki Shoto what's wrong? Confused face Momo nothing, I'm just in the bad mood talking to a bully unamused face Shoto what? Face with raised eyebrow, what do you mean by that? Momo don't act like you are innocent angry face. Shoto I don't understand. Fearful face Momo I'll give you a hint. Izuku Yagi ring any bells? Shoto fearful face I have no idea, what are you talking about? Momo don't text me again angry face bully Momo has blocked the contact Kami. DMN girl you just blocked him Momo. You betcha, I'm not going to be friends with a bully who love quirk discrimination Ochako. Yup. Also that shitty Bakugo is spamming me some message, it's about to go out together Kami. Yeah, I also received a lot of spam from him. Just to go out together at the Todoroki household we see the Todoroki family living in harmony. Tuya is playing Valorant on PC, Natsuo is helping his father fix the car. Fuyumi and Shoka are helping their mother with the kitchen business. While Shoto was in his room talking to his crush, Momo Yairzu, on his cell phone. In the chat 2 hearts heart suit, Momo dash red heart, 2 hearts Shoto hey, Momo waving hand Momo Todoroki Shoto what's wrong? Confused face Momo nothing, I'm just in the bad mood talking to a bully unamused face Shoto what? Face with raised eyebrow, what do you mean by that? Momo don't act like you are innocent angry face. Shoto I don't understand. Fearful face Momo I'll give you a hint. Izuku Yagi ring any bells? Shoto fearful face I have no idea, what are you talking about? Momo don't text me again angry face bully Momo has blocked the contact snap back to reality Shoto was very surprised. Why did Momo suddenly say he was a bully? Why did Momo suddenly mention Izuku Yagi's name? Did Izuku divulge the secret of Shoto, Shoka and his friends to Momo and others? Why is my crush suddenly like this? This must be the fault of the demon. Deku stands up from his bed. Shoto then texted everyone in the group chat about what happened in the chat. Prohibited shield, protect Izuku squad shield, prohibited A/N, more like the brainless people group with an angry dog in their Shoto guys. Guys Katsuki stop spamming the chat ice hot I'm playing Fortnite right now Katsumi stop screaming while texting. You brainless PP Katsuki Fu Katsumi Fu Izumi stop it both of you I can hear someone screaming Fu from the neighbor's house Katsumi it was my stupid brother is screaming Katsuki Fu, you little icky Izumi ignore them what's up Shoto? Shoto my crush says I'm a bully Izumi what why? Katsumi please tell us Shoto share the screenshot between the conversation between him and Momo earlier Izumi demand it. Katsumi what should we do? Izumi last time when we saw him is when he was in an ally with Ochako and Kami yes. Katsumi those beaches Shoka I will kill them Izumi no time for debate girls we need to stop the rumors about we bullies my brother Katsuki just said to them if those rumors are fake Shoka but we have witnesses that beat Shirarika and Udashimi Katsuki what about them? Shoto they both must have spread those rumors Katsuki how about we shut them both once and for all as my SEC SLV Katsumi but how we gonna do that? Izumi we interrogate them and make them stop spreading the rumors about we bullying quirkless kids. Katsumi that is a good idea Shoka I like that Katsuki after that we kidnap them and make them as my cum dump Shoto look it doesn't matter what will we do to them, as long as we stop that rumors so me and Momo can be together and live happily ever after Izumi all that is so cute Shoto smiling face with heart eyes flushed face Kasumi good to hear it Shoto Shoka good luck big bro, I know you can do it Shoto really flushed face. Thank you guys are really reliable beaming face with smiling eyes with the best girls trio we see Momo holding her staff furiously, Ochako almost breaking the concrete of her kick target, and Kami hitting the dummy very fast over and over again. Momo girls. Why does my spine feels like I need to break someone's joint? Ochako, what I feel is that I want to float them until outer space Kami. Well I fell still the same. I need to break someone's neck with my batons in an island we see Melissa practicing, hitting the punching bag many times. Suddenly one of her punches tore her punching bag and made the foam inside visible. Melissa, confused funny, why do I want to beat some beaches to a bloody pulp with my fists? Looks back at the torn punching bag while I happily enjoying it. Smiles happy and continues punch the punching bag. We can see Izuku and Tenko who just woke up from their sleep. And how surprised they were, because they woke up on a comfortable bed, which was caused by those who had been electrocuted them with stun guns on their backs. But before fainting completely, Izuku saw someone with orange and black armor, and for Tenko he saw someone with full black armor. Izuku, hey Tenko. Rubs eyes. Tenko, yawn. Izuku, did you see someone in orange and black armor? Before we were both electrocuted to sleep again. Tenko, seeing someone, yes. But looking at the person in the orange and black armor, no. I instead saw a person in full black armor and it looks like he's wearing a black robe. Izuku, does it sounds funny to you? Tenko, yeah. We go to an abandoned building. Izuku, we got kidnapped by some random guys. Tenko, we woke up at an interrogation room. Izuku, gets zapped again. Tenko, and now we wake up in a pretty comfortable bed. Then when they were thinking about what happened, the door opened and revealed that it was Hisashi Midoriya wearing some special clothes, the biological father of Izuku. Midoriya. Hisashi, good morning kids, breakfast is ready. Izuku, dad. Tenko, father. Izuku rushed to his dad. Dad hugs him. I thought I'm gonna be alone again. Tenko, father, we are happy to see you again. Hisashi, chuckle, good to see you kids again. Walks to the door. Come on, let's go before your breakfast gets cold. Izuku and Tenko, yes sir. The two of them immediately followed Hisashi out of the room, and how surprised they were that they were already somewhere else. The kitchen / the living room / combine both of the picture above. Izuku is amazed. Woo dad. Where are we actually? Tenko is also amazed. Best dad ever. Hisashi, okay kids, food's on the table. Izuku and Tenko immediately ate without thinking. The two of them were very happy because they got good food in their lives. Although Tenko has lived with Hisashi for more than 5 years, Izuku has only been with Hisashi, his biological father, for a few weeks. The two of them got along in less than 3 days. Izuku and Tenko finally realized something, that they had forgotten the items they found in the abandoned building, but what they don't know is that Hisashi himself planned it all. From people acting suspiciously in the apartment, hiding both katanas, bow and arrows in the abandoned building, and kidnapping them both to Midori Tech Industries building. Hisashi smiles at them both. Hey kids. Both of them looks at Hisashi. Did you know that the one who told you to took some items in the abandoned building? Tenko and Izuku, our eyes widen for what Hisashi said. The katanas that Izuku found in the abandoned building are gone, lost from Izuku's hand. The bow and arrows that Tenko found are missing. And for the record, that someone mysterious is ordering them both to get those items in the abandoned building to bring it to here, the Midori Tech Industries. Izuku is a little panicking. Dad, we need to tell you something. Tenko is also a little panicking, that there is someone mysterious that called both of us, Izuku, and he wanted both of us to take some items in an abandoned building not far from here and deliver it to the Midori Tech Industries building. Tenko, so we don't know what to do. And we do what that mysterious person wanted us to do. Izuku, so we goes down from the apartment, but not just 5 steps later I felt that there is some guys is following us. Tenko, so we decided to rush there with foot. Izuku laugh a little, pffft. And Tenko, being a PP, Tenko just got a little mad. You are dead. Izuku, anyway, so we both decide to goes in there, but then I found dual awesome katanas. Tenko, and I found an amazing bow with 30 arrows. Izuku, but when we going to get to the Midori Tech Industries building, some guys just kidnapped us. Tenko, and put us in an interrogation room, but when we trying to escape. Izuku, a man in orange and black armor just zapped me and make me unconscious. Tenko, and also a man in full black armor and it looks like he's wearing a black robe. But suddenly someone clapped their hands from behind, and they both quickly entered a fight sentence. And revealed a man in black and orange armor came from behind the wall while chuckling. Walked up to Hisashi. He, turns out they're really great. Hisashi, smirks. Heh. Didn't I tell you? Salda. Walks up to Salda, and shakes hands like real buddies. Izuku and Tenko were then surprised that the name, Slade, had come out of his father's mouth, and while pointing out the person. Izuku and Tenko, Is that the Slade that dad/father mean? Hisashi turns to his kids. This is Slade Wilson, also known as Izuku. Recognize who it was. Deathstroke Tenko also recognize who it was. The most deadliest hitman in the world, Slade. Wow, I didn't knew that your kids knew it. Hisashi, my kids are special. Oh yeah, here push a button in a remote. Tenko and Izuku looks around. The room is fading like a hologram, while Hisashi is wearing in full black armor with a bat logo in it, and Izuku know who is the one wearing it. And turns out that they both are still in the same interrogation room, the room when they both woke up when they just gets kidnapped. Izuku, so we both still in the same room then. Tenko, sweat-droped and everything is fake. Hisashi, yes, but don't worry, the foods are real. Don't worry, Slade. Now, I heard that you are a quirkless kid. Walks to Izuku. Izuku, yes sir, I'm quirkless since I was born. Slade smiles at Izuku. Looks at Hisashi. So you didn't tell him yet? Hisashi, not yet, he is not ready yet. Izuku, Dad, I thought Batman is just a myth. Hisashi, yes Izuku, Batman is a myth, only some people know it's real. Izuku, Batman, the world's greatest detective. Looks at Slade and Deathstroke, the world's deadliest hitman in the world. Tenko, at the same room with us. Father, I thought that you both are enemies. Hisashi, was. Until I decide to help Slade finishing his business, and he quit being an assassin for money, and we work together. Slade. If you are asking what about All for One? All for One might be the most wanted villain in Japan. Why? Because he wants to destroy political power in Japan. Since when quirks created in Japan, many people become hypocrite thinking quirks is everything. But since All for One strikes, even more corrupted people wanted to work for All for One, so that's the opportunity for them to be taken down easily. Tenko, so that's why father knows much about the underground. Hisashi, yes, my son. There are many people who are hypocrites about quirk. There are those who are willing to sell underage children to be experimented with and used as experiments. So with Batman I can bring them all down, but with All for One I can execute people who deserve to die in public. Izuku, so that ass might is Hisashi, one of the corrupted, yes. And that's why he took you in. Izuku, just to cover some his dirty tracks, and that Katsuki Bakugo kid. He has something worse in his mind. Izuku, Dad, please, no spoilers, I wanted to take him down by my own hands. Tenko, I'm with you bro. Those shitty people always excess power for their own enjoyment. Hisashi and Slade smiles at both of them because the spirit to destroy the corrupted world of hypocrites, but before that they need more than just basic hand-to-hand combat, they need to be more ready for everything. Slade, I see you two are excited for that. Hisashi, but you need more than just hand-to-hand combat boys. Izuku and Tenko, we both ready for everything. Dad/father. Hisashi, good to hear. Izuku, Tenko. Slade, Izuku. Midoriya, Tenko. Shimura, you both. Your training starts now. Now we see my friend and my mother who are in Uncle Slade's gym. They are very impressed with the training ground. Tenko and Izuku, fanboying with star eyes. Holy SEESSSEVT. Izuku, this is the best combat training ground ever. Tenko, sheesh, there's also a match ring. Izuku turned Tenko the other way. Look over there. Pointing at shooting range area. Izuku rushed to the shooting area. Damn, this is might the best place for your arrows, man. Tenko, hell yeah, now this is what I'm talking about. Izuku, dude, look over here. Combine both above pictures. Tenko and Izuku, fanboying with star eyes. Izuku, taking the dual deagles. Damn, these boys are pretty heavy. Tenko, it's a deagle bro, of course it's heavy. Izuku, measure the weight of the deagles. Yeah, but I never thought it's gonna be this heavy bro. But it's worth it. Tenko, taking M24 shit, M24 real life. Izuku, let me guess, you know it from PUBG game. Tenko, yup, the best game of its time. Looking at the magazine, well I guess it was 7 round for a magazine. Izuku, anyway, why don't we test any of these guns? Tenko, excited sure, but when the two of them were about to try out their new weapons, there was someone who took their weapon. When they looked who it was Hisashi. With a slightly disappointed face, Hisashi said that the two of them weren't fully prepared for that yet. Hisashi, what are you kids doing? Tenko got surprised, father. Izuku got surprised, dad. Tenko and Izuku, what are you doing here? Hisashi sighs in disappointment. Sighs, what are you kids doing? Izuku fanboying mode, on. So is awesome against just steal my attention so both decide to what school Tenko fanboying mode, on. Yes father, weboff decide to choose what schools you want to try our kusun weapon Hisashi. Inhale and exhale alright then why don't we start some of your basic training. Izuku and Tenko serious and excited mode, on. Yes sir, yes is it. Hisashi sweat dropped. Alright then boys, follow me. Then the two of them followed Hisashi, then they were ordered to practice only basic exercises. Such as push up 100, pull up 100, sit up 100, squat 100 and running 5 kilometers. No. Tenko, shocked father, are you serious about this all? Izuku, dad never joking around when his face are serious man, just do what he told us to do. About to go run 5 kilometers come on, whatever he orders must be for our good runs 5 kilometers Tenko. Yeah, I get it runs 5 kilometers meanwhile in Japan Momo's house we see Momo is in her room, reading a book, then she hears a notification sound from her phone. Momo saw there was a chat from Ochako. In the chat Ochako my bestie Ochako, hey Yamamo waving hand Momo hey Ochako beaming face, smiling is, what's up? Ochako me and Kami are heading to your house Momo oh, that is good to hear, Ochako, but we have a problem here Momo Fearful face, Ochako, okay, so we both are heading to your house and then there is someone with a red and white hair color in front of your house gate Momo he's here right thing here. Ochako, well, what can I say? He thought he can get close to you after what he did. Momo I will handle this by myself girls. Just enter the house from the backyard, I will open it for you, Ochako, thank you Momo thumbs up. Stay safe Momo trust me thumbs up, I know what to do. Outside the chat Momo got a notification from an unknown number, apparently it was Shoto who had changed his phone number so he could contact Momo, and told Momo to meet him outside her house to go on a date. Momo, now who the hell is this? Open the unknown number chat oh you got to be kidding me. In the chat unknown number, hello my beauty princess Momo, it is I your prince, Shoto Todoroki Momo yo. Stop being so romantic to me angry face, what do you want from me now? Unknown number, I take you on a date Momo date. With someone like you. Unknown number, please, my princess, I guarantee this will be a date we will never forget for us, and I will tell our children and grandchildren when we are old Momo you know I can see you from the inside of my house right. I only see you and a limo. Unknown number, I know my love. So we can spend our lifetime together smiling face with heart's face blowing kiss Momo www. Give me a time to talk about this unknown number, I can wait for you, my love outside the chat after chatting with an unknown number, namely Shoto. Momo immediately met Ochako and Kami who were in the backyard of his house. The three of them also planned for Shoto to leave so that he would not be in front of his house. Momo, you girls got any idea how to get rid of him? Ochako, well I suggest that you make excuses, so you can't meet him Momo, how? Shows the CCTV video of his house. There is still Shoto waiting in front of Momo's house gate he is still here. And he said he will waiting for me no matter what Kami. I got a suggestion, how about you tell him that you will go to your piano practice class Ochako, and you said that you will have to go to your parents' schedule Momo, that is not so a bad idea, I think it's gonna work Kami. Come on girl we'll help you Ochako, hold on. Pulls out her phone I will record this. This is gonna be fun with Shoto when Shoto he was still waiting outside Momo's gate, because he asked Momo to go on a date. Then he asked his friends for support through the chat group on his phone. In the chat prohibited shield, protect Izuku squad shield, prohibited Shoto hey guys, I'm at Momo's house, Shoka, what's up bro Izumi, hey Shoto, good luck, on the date Shoto wish me luck, guys, Katsuya, good luck Shoto outside the chat not long after that. Shoto saw a appealing girl walking towards the gate of the girl's house, which was Momo Yaoyorozu. Then Shoto tried to get her attention by swaying her hair, which made Momo not react. Then Momo approached the gate of her house with a disinterested look on her face. Momo, okay, what do you think you are doing in here Todoroki? Shoto smiles like a prince. Looks like our fate is right in front of our eyes my love Momo uninterested. Okay then please tell me why are you here? Because I need to get ready to go with my parents Shoto trying to keep his cool. Well my love, his words got cut by Momo. Stop calling me, my love, Todoroki, I just know you about 2 years ago. So I'm not going out with you. Shoto slightly surprised. But why? Aren't we meant to be together? Momo, with a guy like you. No thank you, I'd rather be with a quirkless person than people like you who thinks are very superior. Hearing the word, quirkless, Shoto was furious. What's more, it reminded him of the one person he wished not to be in his path. Izuku Yagi. So he clasped his hands in anger. How come that Demon Deku can be known by Momo? Momo, if you are wondering why I rather choose a quirkless person than you, that's because he have a heroic heart more than you. Turns her back, while swinging her hair, making Shoto blushed more. And don't you ever showed up in my house again, Todoroki. Then Momo left Shoto, who was still blushing when he saw Momo swaying her hair, while standing outside Momo's gate. But he realized one thing, Momo is more attracted to quirkless people. That's where Shoto Todoroki's brilliant idea to his butt. So he decided to go back home and text, prohibited shield, protect Izuku squad shield, prohibited, Shoto. I need to inform the others. Grabs his phone and texts the others in the chat, prohibited shield, protect Izuku squad shield, prohibited Shoto. Guys, please gather at one of the cafes near 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐻 Mall. There's something important I want to talk about. Shoka, brother, are you alright? Izumi, what is it, Shoto? Shoto, meet me at one of the cafes near 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐻 Mall. It's an emergency. Can't talk it at a phone chat. Izumi, I will be there. Thumbs up. Shoka, on my way. Big bro Katsumi, I'm going also with my stupid brother Katsuki. This better be good. Icy hot outside the chat. Time skip at the cafe. Now we see the photo sitting in the cafe. It looks like it's waiting for the others while playing with his phone. After a few minutes of waiting, he saw a girl with green hair, a girl with the same hair color as him, and a blonde twin. And those are Izumi Yagi, Shoka Todoroki, Katsumi Bakugo, and Katsuki Bakugo. The idiots have gathered, and they're about to have a very stupid discussion about it. Shoto, happy. It's good to see you guys here. Shoka, it's good to see you here. Brother smiles at her brother Katsuki, always irritated. Just get to the point. Icy hot. Shoto, alright, you guys know that I like Momo Yaoyorozu, right? Katsumi, I know. Shoto, you told us a lot of time. Izumi smiles to Shoto, so how's the first date? Shoto is kinda sad. I think she is in love with Izuku. Heard this, Izumi had stopped. Shoka was shocked. Katsumi was looking at Shoto more seriously. Katsuki spat out his drink in surprise. Katsumi, wait, you are saying that Momo, your crush, had a crush on Iken? Shoka, but that's impossible. How did Momo know Izuku? Izumi, hold on. Do you think that Ochako girl and Kami girl did this? Shoka, about that spreading rumors about us. Katsumi, Izumi, calm down. Katsumi, trying to calm down. Katsumi, calm down. I am calm. Just those beaches. Just Aarara. Katsuki, calm down, you whining little beach. Soon those where will be my own personal slaves. Shoka, okay, so how can we find them both? Izumi, I do not know exactly, but how about we girls talk to Momo? Shoto, I don't think that she will accept it. You girls. Shoka is surprised. Why is that? Katsumi irritated. We just wanted to have a girls talk. Shoto, please, just this once, don't go get her, okay? Please, she is the ones I cared about. Katsumi, okay then. Daemon, you Yaoyorozu, you might be free now, maybe someday I will beat you up. Shoka, alright then brother. First those Ochako and Kami, and now Yaoyorozu. Who's next? Katsuki, okay. Finally. There's one more girl to destroy. That Deku with the best girls trio. Momo a little irritated. Hey girls. Ochako also a little irritated. Yes. Yamamoto. Kami also a little irritated. Is there something? Chan. Momo, holding her phone with anger. Did you feel something strange? Ochako, yup I did. Kami, same on me. Chan in island. Melissa is holding a glass and accidentally break it, shocking her dad David. Worried about her daughter. Are you okay, sweetie? Melissa, I'm fine dad, I will headed to the mini gym. Walks away to the mini gym. David, just don't broke anything, okay? Melissa from the distance, okay dad. David, DMN, cleaning the broken glass. She does PBRY hits her hard. With Melissa she is punching a punching bag furiously, until the punching bag is torn bit by bit. In Midori Tech Industries' secret hideout with Izuku and Tenko, we both saw them lying down, gasping for air from exhaustion from their basic training as a prelude to their real hard training. Izuku, DMN. Tenko, I know. Father's first step training is hell of a pain. Izuku struggled to get up Arga, but fell again while I used to run for 2 kilometers and do 100 of push-ups, do 100 of sit-ups, do 100 of pull-ups. Tenko, shocked. You kidding right? Izuku, nope. Tenko, DMN, are you trying to be the next Saitama? Izuku, well it's worth the try. Tenko, never mind, screw you. Izuku, I'm telling you man. It's worth the try. Not long after, Hisashi and Slade came with some martial arts equipment such as staff, baton, double sticks, and mostly unkilling weapons. Seeing this, Tenko and Izuku groans in exhaustion. Izuku, still lying in the ground. Dad, please tell me that we are going to get another one of your exercise. Tenko, still lying in the ground. Father, you can't be serious. Hisashi, serious mode, on your feet soldier. And as fast as they could, Tenko and Izuku immediately stood facing Hisashi and slayed Hisashi. Now you will practice entering stage 2. Take one of the staff. Izuku, what the hell is stage 2? Without warning, Hisashi swings the staff right into Izuku's face, making Izuku falls to the ground, shocking Izuku and Tenko. Tenko, shocked but dodge every Hisashi's attacks. What are you doing? Mass Tenko's word are cut off by Hisashi doing a roundhouse kick in Tenko's chest, making him fall in the ground, holding his chest in pain. While Izuku is watching in the ground. Hisashi, rule number 1 boys. Always keep your guard up, don't be distracted by anything. Tenko, you were pretty good just now, don't be discouraged. Tenko, yes father. That hurts a lot. Hisashi. Izuku flinched and gets up. Never let your guard down next time. You were quite good at controlling your breath earlier. Izuku, understood dad. That hurts. Hisashi, now have some rest. Tomorrow you kids are going trough more. Izuku and Tenko, yes dad/father. 2 days later, now we see Izuku and Tenko in the gym room in the Midoriya Tech Industries building, lifting dumbbells, Izuku lifting 30 kilograms, while Tenko 15 kilograms. About that, Izuku trained himself since he was about 5 years old, while Tenko just recently. So yeah, naturally, Izuku is physically stronger than Tenko. After a while, Hisashi came bringing some breakfast for his sons, and put it on the nearest table. Hisashi, are you winning sons? Tenko and Izuku, yes sir. Izuku, put down the dumbbells. Hey dad, it's been 2 days that we both in America. Hisashi, correction. 4 days. Izuku and Tenko froze for a second. The first 2 days is where you kids are getting kidnapped and you kids arrived here. Tenko, father, you are saying that we both just train our butt? Just 2 days. Hisashi, yes, and if you are going to ask when will you both learning deadly weapon, I will give it if. Record my words in memory, if you two are fully compact. In everything. Izuku, that means we have to trying to get along. Tenko, father, you know that is going to take forever, right? Hisashi, the sooner the better. Turns to the door to get out. Who knows, you will learn all kinds of lethal weapons in this room faster. Goes outside the gym room. I'll be off with Hisashi leaving the gym room. The gym room became a bit quiet for a few seconds, with Izuku and Tenko staring at each other. Izuku, alright. Tenko, this will be easy. Izuku, me and you. Tenko, having each other back. Izuku, so we can take down All Might. Tenko, and we'll have his head as a trophy. Izuku, so the Society of Japan will never wants to F with the Losers Club. Tenko, Pale Losers Club. What the F? Izuku, okay how about? The Outlaws. Tenko, I kinda like it. Izuku, well people like us in Japan always gets blamed for everything. So yeah, Outlaws. Tenko, smirking, I can see the future of it. I made it myself. Izuku, how about we kill him and his shitty successor? Tenko, grins, I like the sound of that. Tenko, wanna head out after this? Izuku, yup, let's explore this building. Tenko, sounds good. With the conversation between Tenko and Izuku stopped, the two of them ate their breakfast while talking about what the two of them wanted to do to All Might and his spoiled brats. Izuku, Tenko, what? Izuku, what do you think? How do we kill All Might with his spoiled brats? Tenko, kill them while they are asleep. That will sounds fun. What about you? Izuku, if we kill him too early, he probably wouldn't have suffered in the real world. Tenko, what do you got in mind? Izuku, what I say, let's torture him mentally first, let's give him a mental breakdown. Tenko, Izuku, smirks, will make him lose his career. Tenko is confused. What makes you think that destroying All Might's career can make us happy? Izuku, fun fact about All Might, he was quirkless. Tenko is confused. And how did he become so strong that he almost killed father? Izuku, wait, dad never told you. Tenko, tell me what? That grandma has been killed by him. And he regretting it. Izuku, not yet. Did you know that All Might got his quirk from One for All? And the One for All quirk he received came from grandma. Tenko, Shiite man. Holds forehead Izuku, right? And since he had a quirk to strengthen himself, he felt that he was invincible. Tenko, then what happened next? Izuku, did you know that in fact those very famous top heroes, they all used to be of the same class? Tenko became interested. Then, Izuku, and since All Might found out that my mother's name is Shimura, All Might really want to be close to my mother. But he have no idea that she has a quirkless sibling. Tenko gets a bit annoyed. Don't bring up that BSDRD's name. Izuku, well that means All Might doesn't have any idea that our grandma or his MSTR has a quirkless son. But All Might just celebrates his victory against defeating All for One a few years ago. Tenko, and how can he marry to your mother? Didn't father swear to take care of her? Izuku, that's the problem. When my mother wanted to have a second child, my dad thought they should take care of one child first. And if they manage to take responsibility for me, then dad will have a second child. Then when my father was preparing to work out of town, he heard some miming sounds in their bedroom. Tenko, stop. It sounds like just a plot of hentai stories and I don't like it. Izuku, okay, so you know that my mom cheated on my dad. That's the point of the story. Tenko, skip that part. So how did we destroy his career? Izuku, okay then. I'm very sure that he and his family didn't notice that I had run away from home. At Japan we are seeing Izumi and friends playing at Izumi's house without their respective parents, of course, because they are doing their heroic work. Meanwhile their children were playing video games and some were eating. Izumi, kinda surprised for what happened. Hey guys, Shoka, yes Zumi. Katsumi, what's up? Zumi, Shito, what's wrong? Kansuki, the F's wrong with you? Izumi, do you feel something strange? Uninterested Kasuki, no. There isn't any. Shoka, is there something wrong? Izumi. Katsumi, we are here for you Izumi, so don't worry, tell us. Walks up to Izumi and hugs her. What's your problem? Izumi, who is a little hesitant. Do you feel that something is missing? Silence. Only the ticking of the clock could be heard by Izumi and friends. After they heard Izumi say that, it's as if someone who is very important to them is missing. Someone like that they say they want to protect. Then Kansuki with his smart brain casually felt it was no big deal. Kansuki shrugs of meh. I don't really care about that thing. Deku, look, we might be doing bad stuff to him, but I believe that he will forgive us. Katsumi smiles brightly. I know that Iken will forgive us. Shoka, and once we've all been accepted into UA University, we'll apologize to him and say that everything we do is for his good. Izumi agrees with Shoka. I know that my brother will forgive us. With Izuku, well, I'm pretty sure they won't care about me this time. Tenko, then, what's your plan? Izuku, well, let's use this opportunity for you to torture me. Tenko, what? But Izuku, wait a minute. I want every time we train we put the camera on one side and where there is a scene where I lose, or for example I am in pain. It's a scene used to destroy that guy's mentality, because it has failed to be a good father. Tenko gets interested. Oh, I like where this is going. Izuku, honestly bro, I have no idea what kind of training did dad wanted us to do, but honestly, let's put some camera near us. Tenko, and what if they really realize if you are missing? Izuku, we use that opportunity to fake my death. Well, before that, so the story goes like this. So there will definitely be news on social media. The son of All Might has disappeared. Now, let's live streaming, make a video where I was tortured, then forced to speak up about All Might's life. Well, there is an opportunity where I will leak all the rottenness of All Might, the other heroes, and the government that is so greedy, to the public. Tenko, oh, and that moment where the son of All Might is dead, Might goes viral. Izuku gets excited. Yes. After that, the public will definitely be wondering, how can the son of the #1 hero be kidnapped? There are also those who will ask, is their family life good? And all kinds of questions. After that, All Might will goes into depression, and so does the other of his family members. Tenko, evil laughter, he. After they very desperate, we kill them. Izuku, no 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 no, I want those kids applying at UA University first. Tenko, but why? Izuku, the USJ building is owned by UA University. There will be a time where they will go there. And that moment, I want countless villains is ready at their. Tenko is surprised. But how? UA's property is very untouchable. Izuku, well, fun fact about the USJ building. In the USJ building there is a signal line that will ring in UA building when USJ is attacked by some sort of skilled criminal. I'll break that signal line, and then you and Kurogiri will put all the villains into the USJ building, bring out All Might, and then we kill him and his stupid succeeders. Tenko, I like the sound of that. Soon no more symbol of peace. We will take over Japan into the better one. Izuku, I agree with that. One's all right. I'm back after a hiatus of about 2 months. It's not that I forgot my stories, but I have to prepare myself for the 3rd semester of my college. Things that you should know about the story right now. Izuku is only 15, he's going to be 16 soon. He doesn't know about his real quirk yet, because it was sealed by his father since the day Izuku was born. So Izuku only knows that he is still quirkless. Plus, Tenko already knows the identity of All Might and his family, because Izuku told him and had plans to kill him in his mind. Plus, Hisashi Midoriya, we know him as All for One. Because he wants to correct his past mistakes against his brother Yoichi Shigaraki, he decides to steal quirks from people who don't deserve to have quirks. He became the legendary bat who destroyed the world's largest criminal group and left them quirkless. Alive. And meet with Inko since the day he was going to punish All Might for what he have done. And if everything is over, he will surrender himself to the authorities, and will surrender to what punishment he will receive. Plus, Slade Wilson, also known as Deathstroke. Chosen for a secret experiment, the army gave him a drag that allowed him to use and utilize up to 90% of his brain capacity. Gives him increased physical strength and close control over his body, accelerated healing factor and enhanced senses to create a metahuman super soldier for the US military. Encountered by Batman because he has more courage to face All for One by himself, and offered to work together at Midori Tech Industries to build a more advanced world. A world without corrupt and greedy governments. Plus, Toshinori Yagi, also known as All Might as far as we know, he got the one for all quirk from Nana Shimura, Inko Shimura's biological mother. All Might himself doesn't have any idea that Nana Shimura has a son named Kotaro Shimura. Plus, Inko Yagi, previous name Inko Midoriya, previous name Inko Shimura. Inko Memeliki quirk magnetism, where the user can pull or push anything that has iron, metal, etc. without having to touch it. While the drawback is that the object is to be used, the user must be able to see it. So if Inko gets blinded by a flashbang attack, all the things she lifts using her quirk will just fall down. Plus, Izumi Yagi, by the way, she's in the 3rd grade of junior high school, the pure daughter of All Might and Magnetic. The beach who claimed to be the daughter of the symbol of peace. The girl who backstabbed Izuku Yagi, she promised Izuku to protect him, but instead she follows Bakugo Katsuki's advice, just to protect Izuku, her own brother. Plus, Aldera School is an elementary school, junior high school, and high school. The school is very family-friendly, people who don't have quirks will be treated well, so kids who don't have quirks don't have to worry about everything, because Aldera Family School is the perfect place for kids who don't have quirks. So Izuku's former parents, Izumi's parents and friends, had subscribed there until their children graduated from high school. So their parents don't have to bother looking for their children to go to a new school. UA is a university, Ochako is a nice, good, smart girl and likes to help others. Back to the story now. We see Izumi has just left her house and see her friends are outside Izumi's house, preparing themselves for school. Izumi shouted towards her house, I will go to school with my friends. Inko, inside the house, all right Izumi dear. Take care of yourself and don't come home late. Izumi, thank you Then Izumi closed the door of her house, then walked towards school with her friends. And worriedly Izumi said the thing they should have been thinking about 10 years ago. Izumi, Worried. Hey you guys, the girls turn towards Izumi. Do you think that quirkless people were being treated equally? Shoka tries to calm Izumi. Hey Izumi. Let's not talk about it. Katsumi tries to comfort Izumi and puts her arm around Izumi's neck. Izumi, you know that we do all this with a purpose. Izumi, still worried, releases Katsumi's arms. I hope we all do what's best for my brother Shoto. That's the spirit. Izumi. Katsuki, not interested enough talking. School is about to start in a bit. Time skip. At school we see that there are many students who come to the Aldra family school. There are minors, junior high school students, and seniors of high school class, who look like delinquents. And now the camera focuses on Izumi, Katsumi, and Shoka, who goes with a cheerful face goes to their class. And without any disturbance, everyone, even the teachers, greet her. Like they are the princesses of the kingdom of Aldra. And for the boys, Bakugo Katsuki and Todoroki Shoto was like their bodyguards, who was very special in everyone's eyes. And nobody dare to mess with them. If they do got what they deserved. We continue to see that the class begins as usual. The students pay attention to the lessons given by the teacher. And when the second hour of class is over, they can take a break to the canteen, eat their lunch or buy it. And when the break time is over, they return to their respective classes to continue their next lessons. But there is something empty for them. Where's the show? Where is the person they often use as a joke? Where is the person they always use to vent their anger? Where is that quirkless? Where is that Deku? Everyone has the same question in their head. They always use Izuku Yagi as their joke. They always use Izuku Yagi as an outlet for their anger. They beat him, kick him, use their quirk on the poor kid. They don't even hesitate to bring sharp objects to school just to add their artwork into Izuku Yagi's body. Now the camera shows the state of Izumi's class. Some are busy with their cell phones, some are dancing for their social media, some are even talking about what they should do with quirkless people. Until stupid boy 1 enters class while running. Hey everyone looks at him. Class is currently cancelled. Then all the students screamed with joy because the current class was cancelled. Happy Beach Girl 2. Why is this class valued for this time? Stupid boy 1. The teacher told me that all the teachers in junior high school would have a meeting. So for the current class until going home is abolished, then the screams of happiness could be heard by the rest of the class, because they could do whatever they wanted until after school. But their happiness ended so immediately. Why so? Stupid boy 2 gets excited. Hey, where is that loser Deku? Beach Girl 1. Yeah. Where is that clown anyway? Pulls out her phone. I want to have more followers to get on my insert random social media app. Beach Girl 4. I mean, can you believe it that he used to entertain us all? Stupid boy 3. Yeah, where the hell is that Deku? Noticed Izumi with her friends and calls out her name. Hey Yagi. Izumi noticed it, looks toward him. Yeah. Beach Girl 4. Approached her. Where's your brother Yagi? Izumi, surprised really. Looking around the classroom. I don't know where he is. Beach Girl 1. Aw no Deku. No fun time. Not long after, some students came to Izumi's class. Hey Izumi. Izumi looked towards the source of voice that calls her and saw it was Bakugo Katsumi who calls her name, who came to the class. With Todoroki Shoka, Todoroki Shoto, and last but not least Bakugo Katsuki. Izumi smiles happily. Oh hey Katsumi, waving her hand. Hey guys. Shoka approached Izumi. Izumi, do you see Izuku somewhere? Izumi, no, I did not see him since Friday. The day today is Monday. Katsumi, oh, I really miss it and thinks about Izuku. Shoto, calm down you three, I'm pretty sure that Izuku will be fine. Shoka, but have you forgotten? Izumi's squad looks at Shoka. Izumi, confused. What's wrong? Shoka, that Izuku has threatened us all. Before long the roar of the class they used to be noisy, now became silent. It was quiet because someone reminded them that damned Deku dared to threaten them all. Stupid boy 2, hey Todoroki-chan. Stretches his neck. Can we not discuss that? Stupid boy 3, well, you know that right? That he's just a DMN Deku. How could he have such big guts? Then laughter sounded in the classroom. They all laughed at that DMN Deku, dared to threaten all of them who were far superior to him. Katsuki laughed out loud. Ha ha ha, wipes her tears. Do you believe that? Aha. Stupid boy 6, yeah, how the hell did Deku think? He will definitely kill you us all. Beach Girl 3, He just takes note about our quirk speech girl 6. Yeah, even she herself doesn't know the shortcomings of each of our quirks. What they didn't know now was that Izuku did know the advantages and disadvantages of all of their quirks, which he noted down in his notebook. Change scene with the shitty teachers and staff of Aldra Junior High School. Now we see the teachers and staff of Aldra Middle School having a meeting on how to take care of Izuku Yagi, which a few days ago had threatened students who were in the same class as him, the teacher who taught in that class, and left school when school hours were not over. They think about how to take care, that brat. How to take care of the kid, without having to make a trail, which would ruin their career. As a school considered quirkless friendly by the government in Japan. Just like they always do, like the last time. They would hire a highly skilled person to do their job. So that if anything went wrong, many people would believe that it was just an accident. Teacher 1. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for gathering in this place. And we can know that our special student is Izuku Yagi. Displays Izuku's photo in a file. Teacher 3. Sighs disinterestedly. Oh my gosh. Why do we have to take care of that trash kid? Teacher 6. That's right. Why do we have to manage that DMN Deku? Staff 3. Oh man stands up from his seat. I'll go back and if something fun has happened proceeds to get out from the office. Staff 4. Hey wait for me bro. Follows. Staff 3. Leaves the room. Teacher 1. Sigh. Alright, as we all know Izuku Yagi is the only one of our special students who has quite a lot of guts compared to the other students. Staff 1. Alright, what's new about this DMN kid? Teacher 1. We know that Izuku has a dream as the first quirkless hero. Staff 2. We all know that. Impatient as there nothing new from that children. Teacher 2. I really want to get rid of that trash. Teacher 3. Alright, we're all waiting leaning against the table. What's new from that kid? Teacher 1. Slightly scared. You must not believe that this kid is brave enough to threaten me and the kids in his class. By threatening us to be shot dead, all the corpse candidates who were about to die ridiculously burst out laughing. Teacher 2. Do you believe that? Teacher 3. Deku threatens you and are you afraid? Staff 2. You're scared of nobody who quirkless. Teacher 1 felt a little annoyed being laughed at by some of the teachers and staff who were in there. Then he spoke up to defend himself. Teacher 1. You know what makes me so worried? All the teachers and staff who were still laughing, trying to contain their laughter, to look at Teacher 1. Staff 2. Okay, let me guess. Snickered. You're scared of a quirkless freak. Everyone in the room was still laughing at Teacher, but over time, Teacher 1 started to get angry. Teacher 1. Alright then, just you know, that F-child has a note about everyone's quirk in this building. When Teacher 1 said about the note on quirks, everyone started to stop laughing, and immediately looked at Teacher 1 seriously. Staff 3. Goes back into the room. Wait, you're saying that kid has personal information about us? Teacher 1. That's right, Deku has a record of our quirks. Teacher 2. Gets worried. Oh my gosh, that's not good. Teacher 6. Wait a minute, don't be scared right away. Teacher 1. Do you have an opinion? Say it. Teacher 6. Are you people aware that Izuku Yagi is Izumi Yagi's brother? All the teachers and staff who were there nodded their heads, which meant they knew Izuku was Izumi's brother. Teacher 1. Yes, that's true. What's with that? Teacher 6 shows an evil grin, which states he have a smart-ass idea. Teacher 6. I have an idea. How about we ask Izumi to bring all the notebooks she has to us, and we can destroy them? I have a better idea. Everyone in the room looked in the direction of the sound. The camera slowly shows the figure of an ugly bastard entering the room, which turns out it reveals it was the principal of Aldra schools. He is the one who responsible for every good act of the school have done. Teacher 3. Mr. Principal. What made you come here? Principal. I heard that DMN Izuku Yagi threatened a teacher. Is that true? Teacher 1. That's right, Principal. Deku threatened me. He said that he could have killed all of us. Principal. How about we order Izumi to always keep an eye on her brother? Teacher 1. Sighs in relief. I hope Deku knows his place with this. Principal. Alright, if that's the case. Now, how is the result of our goods? Do the clients like it? Staff 2. Clear his throat reports that the client is very happy with the new stuff they have received, sir. Principal. Happy. Good. With that we can get a lot of quirkless kid stock. and sell them for the right price. Evil grin staff 1. But sir, what about Izuku Yagi? Principal, keep him here, he is the most expensive product we have. The camera slowly goes under the school building and shows the good and moral deeds of the Aldra schools. Is selling drags, selling quirkless and non-quirkless children, and enslaving children who don't want to obey orders from the school. The camera slowly zooms into one of the activities they are currently doing, the first being drag sales. Aldra Junior High School is a place to produce drags, and the stock of drags is quite a lot. There are people who are loading drags into plastics, some are putting them in cell phones boxes and putting them in cargo trucks. Next, the camera zooms in on the children's sale. Aldra High School often sells girls. They offer them to the corrupt prime minister and sell them at very high prices. How do they cover their tracks? Easy. Their clients who have subscribed help them cover their dirty tracks. And finally, the camera zooms in on the children who are being tortured because they don't want to obey orders from the school. Change scene with the MC of the story. Now we see our MC Izuku Midoriya is at the gym running on a treadmill and has already run 20 kilometers according to the gauge. Izuku then stopped to sit down and rest while drinking the drink he had prepared. Then Tenko came with a new towel and threw it at Izuku and Izuku grabbed it. Tenko, father said, after this he wanted us both to walk around the building, but only in our private area. Izuku stands up from his seat. Yeah, wait a sec. I just finished my leg day training. Tenko, be ready, father is waiting for us, in 2 floors above us. Izuku, got it, I'll be there. Then Tenko left first, and Izuku was still resting after his leg day training. Izuku, rest his legs, man. What a day. Izuku then looked at his cell phone, took it out and browsed through some of the latest news about Japan, which simply states heroes save the day. Izuku, damn, the essence of the news is the same. Scrolling social media. Nothing new. Then when Izuku scrolled through his cell phone there was a post that caught his attention. Izuku opens the post. Wow. A quirkless man is secured by officers and heroes for causing a riot in front of Midoriya Hospital. Scrolls about the news further. A man with the initials TG came to Midoriya Hospital holding his son who was in a state of knife slash in his hand. TG tried to hand over his child to the hospital, but the hospital refused him flatly and did not give any direction to TG. Determinedly to beat one of the officers in order to let his son receive treatment, soon a riot broke out in the place. Many residents tried to break up TG with the hospital staff, until the pro-death arms hero arrived who distanced TG from the hospital staff while saying, "Hi, idiot. Many people here also want to get basic health services, you stupid." TG answered him in a pleading tone, "You heroes, Death Arms, please save my son." Death Arms was furious at GT and immediately led him to the ground, shouting, "Do not move, villain, you are under arrest for assaulting innocent people." Then many people gathered around in that area to berate TG. Some shouted, "Brainless and quirkless old F. Why don't you just find another hospital? F off, quirkless piece of..." And Izuku was so disgusted with the heroes who treated quirkless people wrongly. He immediately scrolled to the comments area and read some of the comments. Comment 1. Gosh, it's so bad for TG, its kid is hurt. Comment 2. It's better for such hypocrites to have their careers terminated. Comment 3. When your career is more valuable than your pride. Comment 4. TG, please. Help my son, Death Arms, okay. Happy ending. Comment 5. I'd rather be an ordinary office person than have to be a greedy person. Izuku then put down his cell phone and changed his clothes, while imagining the fed-up thing that would happen if Izumi and the gangs became hero number 1. And before that happens, Izuku has a way of exposing just how bad the hero service in Japan is, including All Might himself. Izuku, Saifu. Izumi Yagi. Prepare for your downfall. Now we see our protagonist is waiting for the elevator to go up to the 25th floor. Still reading social media about some news on his phone, now he sees about All Might beats Sludge Monster. Izuku, shocked. Wow, what other SHT did he make? This made Izuku's attention to the news post, and opened it, and when Izuku saw a video from an account called @BlondeInventor. The video was shot from inside a shopping store, so the recorder was out of the monster's reach. Izuku, oh, this is in video form. This is good. And the video shows there are several heroes who are facing Monster Sludge, then a debate occurs between the heroes and Monster Sludge, showing several hostages, namely a girl with short brown hair and a girl with long blonde hair. Then came a scream from a girl with black hair, from the crowd. "You are heroes, aren't you? Please help my friends," said the girl while trying to run into the area that had been delimited by the hero who used himself as a barrier between the citizens and the monster made of wood. Then there is the hero who uses her power to grow her body into a giant, to keep the citizens from harm. However, there was a girl with short blonde hair who managed to barge in and run at the sludge monster without any fear. Then there were a few screams, "Good, there's a girl running there, anyone help her," and a few screams of sorts asking for help to stop the girl. But it was too late. That girl was beyond the reach of the heroes. Izuku, he were the FIS All Might. He should be out of energy, and then the monster made some kind of thorn and shot it at the blonde girl, but the girl avoided all the attacks and managed to get close to the monster and grab the hostages. The blonde girl shouted as she pulled the hostages, "Hurry, I'll help you get out." "You can't," said the girl with long blonde hair, trying to pull herself out of the sludge monster's grip. "Save yourself," said the girl with short brown hair, who was slowly sinking into the monster. Then the monster raised both arms, intending to crush the girl who was trying to help her hostage. "I will destroy you for trying to steal my toy," said the monster who was about to smash the girl. "Izuku, get out of there, Diminai." But suddenly there was a Texas smash was heard, then a strong gust of wind made the sludge monster split into several thick liquids. Dan frees his toy hostage and saves the girl with short blonde hair from her death. And it turns out that the gust of wind came from none other than All Might, who had saved the day. And the video is over. Izuku, Odaman, that guy is always late. Ting, the sound of an elevator reaching Izuku's floor. Then the door opened to reveal Hisashi, who was carrying 2 boxes of milk and a box of chocolate flavor milk that he had bought at the supermarket. Hisashi, "Oh hey Izuku, hey dad." Saw his dad brought milk. Hisashi, "Get surprised, yes? Why is that?" Izuku grins, "Oh, nothing Hisashi, you know I'm about to see you in level 25, right?" Izuku, "I know dad." Then the elevator doors closed and now Izuku is with Hisashi in the elevator going to the 25th floor. Izuku, "So dad, what do you want me for? What will we do?" Hisashi, "Izuku, we will find out when you see it." Izuku, "Okay. So what's with the milk?" Hisashi, "You will drink it every time 4x in a day. Morning time, daytime, afternoon, and nighttime." Izuku, "Okay," pointing at the chocolate milk. "What about the chocolate flavor?" Hisashi, "If you want to drink it, drink it." Ting, the sound of the elevator had stopped, indicating that Hisashi and Izuku had arrived at their destination. Then the elevator doors opened and they went straight to Hisashi's office. Izuku, "So what do you want me to do, dad?" Hisashi, "Izuku." Hisashi takes a seat in a couch. "Take a seat please." Pats to the empty sofa area. Izuku sits near his dad and looks his father. "What is it, dad?" After saying that, Hisashi's voice became a little cracked. Hisashi, "Izuku, did you know that you have a quirk all this time?" Izuku, "Doesn't know anything. I'm sorry, what?" Hisashi, "Listen Izuku. From the day you are born you do have a quirk." Izuku, "Dad, that is impossible." Stands up from his seat. Hisashi, "Izuku, listen to me. Does the doctor is wearing some kind of sunglasses and has a white-haired mustache?" Izuku tries to remember him. "Yeah, he's also kind of fat and bald. Like Dr. Eggman form Sonic?" Hisashi, "His name is Dr. Garaki. He is the man who checked your quirk." Izuku, "Yeah, like it was going to change that my life as a quirkless kid." About to leave the room. Hisashi stands up. Izuku, "Dr. Garaki works for me." Izuku looks towards his dad. "It doesn't change anything, dad. I'm just a quirkless loser." Walks away. Hisashi hair covers his eyes. "I sealed your quirk so that you never use them since you are a kid." Hisashi says the word that he did not want to say too early and makes Izuku's steps stops right before he opened the door. And Izuku turns back into his father. "Izuku, what did you say?" Approaching his dad slowly. Hisashi, "I said, I sealed your quirk away." Izuku, "And I'm the one who responsible for that." Looking at his son who was approaching faster, with tears falling from his eyes and running down his cheeks. "I'm sorry." So if his eyes get winded for what hitting his stomach. Then Hisashi felt a punch coming. He looks down and see it's a punch from his son punched his stomach while he was crying. and punching his father many times. Even though Hisashi doesn't feel the blow from Izuku's quirk, it still hurts even it was coming from a quirkless child. And not just that, felt the pain of a very broken child, a pent-up vent for his anger. Izuku, keep punching his dad over and over. Why did you do this to me? Do you hate me in the first place? You never cared to me until now. Keep punching his dad, until Hisashi hold both of his hands. Why Hisashi? Izuku please, calm do. Gets head-butted by Izuku, and let go of Izuku's hands. Demon that hurts. Izuku rushed towards Hisashi and prepared to punch him, but before his blow got hit his father. Hisashi kicked in his right knee, making Izuku lose his balance and falls with his face lands first. Izuku, arg. Is this how you cared about your kid? How old man? Standing up sealed his quirk and leave him to suffer. Hisashi, no, that is not what I meant. Izuku. Izuku, liar, if you know that your kid have a quirk in the first place, you would never sealed it. Hisashi, you are just a baby. Izuku, a minor doesn't stand a change to the quirk you have. Your quirk is very special. Even one for all and all for one never defeated it, because it was the combination of both of it. Even you have a quirk in the first place. You will never live till now. Izuku, now in a verge of tears, then why don't you take me in the first place? Since the day I was diagnosed quirkless, why do you leave me to suffer? Hisashi, approaching his son, I know what have I done, son, but it doesn't mean I never love you. Izuku. Kneel in front of him and hugs his son. I'm sorry Izuku, for leaving you. Izuku hugs his dad back, while crying for his life so that he will never leaving Izuku again. Hisashi pats his son head gently. It's okay Izuku, let it out. Izuku, hey dad sobs, when I will earn my quirk. Hisashi, you will not earn it Izuku, but we will activate it. Izuku. Hisashi, your quirk is the combination of one for all and all for one itself, and ever since I sealed it is getting stronger. Because of all the pain you get. Izuku, let go of his father's arms. You are saying the more I get hurt, the more I get stronger. Fanboying himself. Holy SHT, can I feel undefeated? Hisashi, keep your expectations low. Izuku, and you'll never be disappointed. If you expected to high you will slip and fall, right before you goes up. Izuku, I understand father, thank you. Hisashi, good, now come here son. Approaching a bookshelf, you will know something that will might be able to beat All Might even without a quirk. Pressing some number code in the bookshelf, then the bookshelf in front of Hisashi opened, and let out a little light, then Hisashi entered while telling Izuku to come along. Hisashi, follow me. Izuku enter the room. Izuku, rushed to his father, I'm on it. Enter the room, and then the door suddenly closed automatically, and then the light of the room getting brighter, and revealing some chemicals and a desk with a computer on it. And then Izuku looks closely to one of the chemical and asks his father who is sitting at the desk. Izuku, curiously, what is all of this dad? Hisashi, it's called a super soldier serum. Izuku showed a research result that was on the computer screen to Izuku, a serum that will give you an upgrade for your strength, speed, endurance, senses, and hyper-regeneration. You will able to lift a ton weight, run to 60 kilometers per hour without even gets tired. Your endurance will increase, you can even survive in temperatures of -10 degrees Celsius, without having to wear special winter clothes, but this is valid for 3 hours. Izuku, what about hot temperatures dad? Hisashi, you can even survive 5 balls of grenade at the same time. Izuku, or the range of 700 degrees Celsius. Izuku, fanboying, wow, that was so cool. He oh, Bakugo and Todoroki doesn't even stand a change. Hisashi, and the next thing is upgrading your senses. You have the vision of an eagle, or you can see 2 kilometers further than normal people. And you have the hearing 10 times greater than wolves, you can even hear the whole conversation in this building. And last but not least, you can heal yourself. Izuku, eyes widen, wait, you mean I can finally heals the scar on my face? Excited Hisashi, lower his head. I'm sorry Izuku, you can't heal the scar on your face, it's only heal what's new scar will coming to you. Izuku, oh, you are saying that I will keep the scars I carry from 10 years ago. Gets sad Hisashi, and that's the thing. Izuku leans closer his son, do you want to keep these scars you have as a lesson, that you will never repeated the same mistake you made back then? Or you will add more scars of the same mistake? Izuku, no sir, I will keep these scars as a lesson. Hisashi, chuckle, that's my boy. Pats his son head, now gets up from his seat. Let's go to the laboratory. Izuku, what for? Hisashi, it's time to woke up the beast inside you. Izuku, excited yes. Goodbye quirkless life follows his father exiting the room. Location, Mizudafu, Japan. Earlier now we see a girl with long blonde hair, with glasses, walking in Mizudafu town. She was walking to a nearby library to find some materials for her work. Melissa, tired while walking around the city is quite tiring. Looks at a nearby cafe, maybe a little drink can help. Then Melissa walked to the cafe and ordered a drink for herself. And soon she got her order, and she sat in the cafe on the second floor, looking at her phone minding her business. Not long after, there was an explosion sound from the right of her and there were many police cars and several firefighters who came directly to the scene. Unexpectedly, there was a mud monster, 16. 5 foot tall, and he could make weapons from any part of his body. Then came some heroes who tried to stop the monster. Melissa saw this and she used her cell phone to record the incident from inside the building. Soon the monster showed several hostages from inside its body. It was a girl with short brown hair and a girl with long blonde hair, who were screaming for help. The heroes who saw this couldn't do much, for various reasons. Then seen by Melissa, there is a girl with short blonde hair in her school uniform. Run into danger without fear, and try to save the 2 girls who are hostages. Suddenly All Might came, saving the day. Change scene many people flocked to the crime scene. Someone made a video and asked for All Might's autograph and some of the heroes who were there. But the crowd was silent for a moment after the hero named Kamui Woods shouted, "What do you mean you want to help?" Kamui Woods shouted at the girl with short blonde hair, who had ventured to save the hostages. "I just want to prove that I can be a hero," said the girl, looking down and feeling guilty for what she had done. Then many people flocked to the direction of the sound to see what was happening. Kamui Woods, helping, you are only troubleshooting you heroes. Blonde girl, looks at him, but I just want to prove with my quirk, I can help a lot of people. Another hero, yeah. Next time if you have a quirk that is not suitable to be a hero, stop being a hero. That word made the short blonde-haired girl even more hurt. She had tried her best to help many people. However, what she got was a lot of insults and insults. The girl named Himiko Toga, she has dared herself to save the hostages from the sludge monster. Hey, leave her alone. There was a cry of defense from a girl with long blonde hair, with glasses, that was Melissa Shield. Came to defend Himiko for having committed herself to rescuing the hostages. Melissa, what is wrong with you heroes? Scold the girl who has ventured to help the hostages, while you guys do nothing. Melissa exclaimed to the heroes. Everyone who was there gasped in shock over what Melissa had done. Is to shout out to the heroes. And as a result Melissa received a slap to the right cheek from Kamui Woods, who had run out of patience. Kamui Woods, you brats are nothing but a burden, you should let to dash. What is going on in here? And then everybody looks at the source of the voice. And that is All Might himself came to the crowds. While Toga is shaking in fear, and Melissa is a little scared for what will happen for them both. All Might, why don't you kids go home, and all of this is over, yes. All Might orders everyone there, and then everyone has left to disperse the crime scene. Toga made up his mind and rushed to ask All Might before he leaves. And his answer really surprised the girls. Toga, excuse me, Sir All Might. All Might, oh no, it's the girl who's playing hero. Yes, is there anything I can help, little girl? Toga, do you think people with some kind of a villain quirk can be a hero? All Might, holding his laughter, people with villainous quirk. Is this girl serious? Keeping his cool and clear his throat to him, little ones, but I'm sorry. I think you should have a more realistic dream. Toga, in average of tears, but All Might Sir Dash. All Might, all right then I'll be off, jumps away. After hearing All Might's words, Toga became increasingly desperate. She has been stabbed in the back by her friends. Everyone who knows her always calls her a wannabe villain. Why? Because she needed BLD to use her quirk. And not only that, her parents are currently not taking care of her. Now she runs to her house, while hiding her own tears of desperate. Didn't care for what she hit, she always running. But little she knew that there is someone following her. Right now we see Toga under a bridge while crying over herself, for all the insults and insults she get. Why? I just want to prove that I deserve to be a hero. Her words were repeated every time she cried, but Toga heard a few steps approaching her and she looked in the direction of the sound quickly, and she saw a girl with a long blonde hair with glasses. Hey I'm sorry to bother you. She shows herself. I'm Melissa Shield. I'm not here to hurt you, but Melissa approached Toga slowly. I'm here to help you. Melissa approached Toga and slightly stretched out her hand to help Toga. But Toga just walked back slowly, away from Melissa. Because Toga is afraid of what bad things will happen. Will she be made fun of? Will she be pranked, like the last time in school? Toga, scared. Please leave me alone. Back scared. Melissa tries to calm her down. Please listen to me. I'm not going to hurt you. Toga, not sure about her. How can I trusted you? Toga said, demanding answers from Melissa. Melissa, it's okay, I'm not going to hurt you. Hesitate to say I'm quirkless. Okay, I'm not going to hurt you. Toga turns her back. Why do you care about me? About to walk away. Is it because I'm playing the freak and you're the quirkless average of tears and you trying to make friends with me and betraying me? Melissa, no wait. I know what you are doing back there is trying to help the hostages free from the villain. Toga doesn't seem interested, so she decide to turn her back and proceed to leave there, but Melissa she always offering her best to help Toga. Melissa will try her best to help Toga, but Toga always reject it. Until Melissa holds her hand. Melissa, I also had a friend that is bullied because he is quirkless. Please, I know what it feels to be alone. Nobody helps you but yourself. But please let me help you. Toga hesitated. Okay, then where will we start? Melissa smiles. First of all, may I know where do you live? Toga, not far from here. Why? Melissa, well, I usually meet my quirkless friend named Izuku Yagi in here right near that store, pointing at a ramen store. Toga finally gets it. Oh, Greenie. Melissa gets confused. Granny. Toga gets happy. Yeah, Granny sometimes works here and always told me to don't lose hope. He also told me to always help people that needed the most. Melissa, wait, that just sounds like Izuku. Izuku always told me that. Hey, do you want to come with me to see his house together? Toga, why not? Lead the way, please. And that was the day a new friendship began. The friendship between Melissa and Toga was formed. Melissa always helped Toga on what Toga did not understand, and Toga helped Melissa on what Melissa did not understand. Plus times skip plus. Now we see Toga and Melissa was heading to Izuku's house, where Melissa and Toga heading to. They met some people that Melissa does not like to see. Bakugo, Katsuki, the BSRD who have the idea to bullies and hurt Izuku, just because Izuku wanted to be a quirkless hero. Next is his sister, Bakugo Katsumi. The beach is such eager to hurt Izuku the most. Why? Because she loves him. And there's the Todoroki twins, the walking candy canes, same case as Katsumi Bakugo, just because they wanted to prevent someone to get hurt. They hurt that someone just to protect him her from death. And last but not least, Yagi Izumi. The beach who loves her brother very much, to the point of injuring her own brother. And also in Melissa's eyes, she saw and knew that Izumi always hurt her brother as the same reason as the others. But for Toga's eyes, Izumi is the most mean girl and never did something good. The last time she saw Izumi did something good is when dropped the basket belonging to a homeless person, so he had to pick up the things he needed himself. They never did anything good for what Melissa and Toga saw. They both saw the destruction of the world was in the hands of the five of them. And they are right in front of them both. Oh, by the way, viewers, Izumi never knew that Melissa had recorded some of the cruel acts that Izumi and her friends did to people who were weaker than them. Because Melissa once managed to hack the security cameras around the Mizudafa housing. So Izumi never knew Melissa kept some evidence, in case something bad happened to Izuku. Izumi noticed Melissa and smiles brightly. Oh, hi Melissa. Irritated but stayed cool. Hello, Yagi. Izumi noticed Toga right behind Melissa. And who is this girl behind you, Melissa? Melissa, SHT put her hand on Toga, so not to look suspicious. She's my friend. You got some problem with that, Yagi? Katsumi, but you never brought some friends here, Melissa? But seriously, demanded to know who Toga is. Who is she? Melissa, hug Toga closer. She's my friend. Bakugo, back off. And before any unwanted fights occur, there is someone who comes to intervene between them. That's a postman who looked like some purple misted head, wanted to came to Yagi's house because he wanted to send some packages to Toshinori Yagi. But before that he told the childrens to go home, but some of them protested. Who do he think he is? He's just a postman. The postman then headed straight for Yagi's house, without wasting time on some spoiled brats who thought they were superior. Now we are back to the main characters in this story. Izuku and Tenko were in a laboratory room, lying on the MRI machine that has been provided, for their father's health to be checked, before both of them underwent special surgery for them both, so that there would be no fatal failure. While Hisashi was outside the room, he was watching over his two sons. With several technologies used to get information about the health of his two sons. Izuku, getting bored. Hey dad, do we really have to check our health first before injecting ourselves with the super soldier serum? Tenko, it's kinda waste of time. Pops Hisashi, from outside the room. I wonder if you two are ready for this, or not. Izuku, dad, you know that we're both fine, right? Hisashi didn't say anything. Instead he immediately turned on the MRI machine and put his two children inside for further examination. And it didn't take long for Hisashi to get what he needed, namely the results of his two sons' medical tests. Hisashi, happy. Good, they both are ready for the next stage. Then Hisashi took them both out and turned off the engine. Then Hisashi directed his two sons to exit the examination room and told them to wait for the results. Tenko, curious. So how's dad? How's it going? Izuku, impatient. Can we move on to the next stage? Hisashi, good news boys, you both are ready for the next level. Then Tenko and Izuku rejoiced, because they had both been declared ready for the next stage. Now we see Tenko and Izuku, who rushed to the next room, followed by Hisashi. When they got there they saw that Uncle Slade was already standing there and wearing laboratory clothes. It was quite surprising for the two main characters in this story. Tenko, wasn't Uncle Slade in the computer room? Izuku, how come he's here? Uncle Slade could only sigh, which meant showing that the two of them were still some kind of fanboy. Slade sighs. Okay kids, the real question. Do you want to continue to the next stage or just stay there waiting for an answer from me? Points to the position of the two of them now. Or will you take off your clothes, except your underwear, and immediately sit on the chair there? While pointing at the chair that seems to be a treatment room, the two boys looked in the direction Uncle Slade was pointing and saw the chair to be used. And they also saw Hisashi, who had prepared 3 1-liter canisters of super soldier serum in every available seat and waving at those boys. Then the two boys immediately took off their clothes and immediately sat on one of the chairs. Hisashi and Uncle Slade then tied Izuku and Tenko's hands and feet together to avoid accidents or rebellions from Izuku or Tenko. Then we saw Hisashi put needles into the arms, legs and neck on Izuku's body. Meanwhile, Uncle Slade had needles placed on Tenko's arms, legs and neck. When finished injecting Slade straight out to the computer in the outside room, while Hisashi was still inside with his two sons. Hisashi, boys, this is the time. There is no turning back. Understand? Rubs Izuku's head. Izuku nods in agreement. We got this, Dad. Tenko, don't worry about us, Dad. We will be fine. Hisashi pats Tenko's head. I believe you both can do it. Walks to the door. Hisashi then immediately closed the lab door as a shield with the surveillance room. Slade, concerned. Are you sure about this, Hisashi? Hisashi was a little worried about what would happen to his two sons. This would be quite a painful process, even though Izuku and Tenko had already been given painkillers. But before the injections started, Hisashi installed the camera near him as documentation, so that his two sons could see what they were both going through. Slade, via mic, you two are ready. Izuku, excited. We are ready, Uncle. Tenko, excited. We are born ready, Uncle. Then Slade looked at Hisashi, and Hisashi nodded in agreement to begin. So Slade pressed the enter key on the computer to start the injection. Now we see Izuku and Tenko, who seem excited. Izuku, excited. Are you ready, bro? Looks at Tenko. Tenko, also excited. Oh, I can't wait, brother. Looks at Izuku, and now we see a blue liquid entering the injection tube and slowly approaching Izuku and Tenko's bodies. And we also see the expressions on the faces of Izuku and Tenko, who were excited, now become frightened and flat on what will happen to them. But that doesn't stop their determination, which will change the fed-up society in Japan and take down All Might and his family. Then, you now see the super soldier serum has entered their bodies, and what they feel at first is like a normal injection, and over time, they feel excruciating pain. Izuku, panic, what the it burns, scream in pain. Tenko, scream in pain, I can't feel my bodies, it's gonna burn. We turn towards Hisashi, who was worried about his two sons. He looked at the computer screen and saw that his serum was only 39% up and up 3% every second. Hisashi, who was worried, spoke through the mic to calm his two sons. Hisashi, worried, hold on boys, 30 seconds will be done. We focuses on Izuku and Tenko again, who are still screaming in pain, receiving the super soldier serum into their bodies. And when Hisashi looked back at the screen and saw that it was 100%, then Hisashi and Slade immediately rushed in and injected sleeping meds for Izuku and Tenko, so they wouldn't go on a rampage. Then Hisashi releases the needles on Izuku's body, while Slade releases the needles on Tenko's body. Then the two of them brought Izuku and Tenko, who were still sleeping, to the isolation room, where there are only mattresses, pillows, and blankets, while the walls are made of a kind of soft cloth and are not easily torn or beaten until they are crushed. So if Izuku and Tenko go crazy and start destroying anything he sees, and there are only mattresses, pillows, and blankets that they can destroy.